I'm about to go level up, I cannot settle for nothing, I never been regular, always knew I could do better, I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back, made it to see all the time that I put in, now me and the money are way too attached, still reppin' 919, the city is mine and I put it all on the map, coming for what I deserve, I put in the work, now I'm about to level up, been on my grind since 2013, now the way that I live, I feel like a king, 24 hours, I'm locked in, I'm feeling like Kobe, getting these rings.
They bring six. Smith underneath, and they get it. Thornton.
Nothing left on my bucket list, but I'm grinding like I'm still in the basement. Ain't nobody who working harder. Money tall like Wembanyama. They be talking from the sidelines while I'm on the court. I've been a baller. I'm about to go level up. I cannot settle for nothing. I never been regular. Always knew I could do better. I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. Made it to see all the time that I put in. Now me and the money are way too attached. Still reppin' 919. The city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve. I put in the work. Now I'm about to level up. Always knew my potential. Hop in the Porsche and there ain't no rental. Came a long way from studying dental. Now I got plaques inside of my bedroom. Already know where I've been headed. I took my risk and I don't regret it. They showing me love, I'm showing it back. With every song I've been getting better. I know nothing that's good come free. No 9 to 5, I work all week. Put in my time and it keep paying off. I've been getting paid every time I speak. Used to have dreams of getting these ends. Now I make the money go work for me. Can't stop now cause I got what I wanted. Ain't nothing I need in my life but peace. I'm about to go level up. I cannot settle for nothing. I never been regular. Always knew I could do better. I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. They didn't see all the time that I put in. Now me and the money are way too attached. Still reppin' 919. The city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve. I put in the work. Now I'm about to level up.
Salute Raider Nation. Appreciate y'all showing up. Salute to the chat. Salute to the mods in the chat. Salute to Yonder, Aaron, Mike, Harvey, William. Appreciate all you guys being here. If you guys want to give a shout out before we get started, feel free.
I'm going before Harvey, so he doesn't blow me away.
What? Yes, I like to give a shout out to Raider Nation out there. Dustin, Will, Set Time Raider Mike, and ready for some Raider football content. So let's turn this mother out.
Oh man. Shout out to chat, shout out to like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat. Harvey, always good talking to you. Will, good talking to you again. Dustin, thanks for having me on. Always great talking with you as well. Talking some Raider football, man. So yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah.
Salute to everyone coming through. If you haven't, check out my IG. It's the same thing on here. And check out any of these guys that have IG and go on with it.
Oh yeah. 831 Raider. I mean, Joe Brady's name get brought up just because, like I said, I mean, he's a good offensive coordinator. I don't know if he'd be a good head coach, in my personal opinion. I think they're just hearing what they're saying. I think Mitch is full of shit, dude. I mean, I think that guy, if you want to talk about sources that just fucking never hit, I mean, good fucking luck with that. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, Brady, I think Joe Brady is not a bad coach. If we brought him in as an OC, I'd probably be all right with him. I personally don't like him as a head coach. I don't think he's going to be a head coach for the Raiders. I mean, what I was going to talk about tonight is about Webb and Dabo. We're going to talk about both of them being here as head coaches. And I'm just going to let people know, like tonight, from what I heard that Webb killed this interview again for the second time. Just killed it. I also heard that they're not going to make any coaching decision until they have a second interview with Kubiak. I've heard over this last 2 weeks that there's a lot of talk about the Seahawks making Clint Kubiak the highest paid offensive coordinator to not leave Seattle. And like I was telling these guys before we started the show, I don't believe the money is a factor. I don't think money will be the deciding factor to Clint coming to the Raiders. I think Clint, if I'm just being honest, I think what's going to come down to it is does Tom Brady give Clint some guarantee that he's going to help turn this team and help make him get over that hump? Because if you're talking about that, Clint Kubiak can be at a Super Bowl team like Josh McDaniels was with the Patriots over the next 5 years, be there 3 times and probably win it fucking 2 or 3. Why would he give up his job to come to the Raiders that would only guarantee him to be fired? Like the odds show that if Clint Kubiak comes to the Raiders, he will be fucking fired in the next 3 years. That's what the odds show. No matter what coach you are, no matter what your name is, statistics have a betting odd that you're going to fail at this job. So if Clint comes here, there's got to be some guarantees here that not only are we going to be back on track in the next year or 2, but he'll be back to winning in the next 2 to 3, because you're going to take a kid that's in the prime of his life and play calling everything on one of the best built teams that have no players leaving. Nobody's leaving. No, they're only going to get better. They can just get a better receiver to help out that squad. They could get better corner, better people. Like, they can become a damn good lethal fucking team the way that team's built right now. And I just don't see why Clint would go give that up to come to the Raiders, to only go from one of the best fucking play calling coaches to not doing shit, you know. Oh, it was on your bed? No. Oh, all right. No problem, bro. All right. Thank you. Close the door. All right. Appreciate it. So I just think he's crazy, dude. He's a crazy kid. I just feel like for me, for me, logic says unless somebody gives this plant a fucking something, I don't know what, because nobody can guarantee winning. Nobody can guarantee that. And you're coming into one hard hell of a division, and we don't have the players these other guys got right now. So could Clint develop a quarterback? I'm not going to say he can't, man. I mean, their whole family has succeeded at everything they've done. I would just say he hasn't done it yet. But I've heard, dude, just here over the last 2 days, 3 days, that the Raiders want Fernando to start this year. They want him to come from the draft, fucking start from day fucking 1, and that they want to give him all the resources from the players, to the fucking line, to everything. Hey, come on, let's go, dude. And I've heard like they want him to play day 1. And I just feel like if you're going to try that, I think it has to be Davis Webb. I think it has to be. He's the only guy that got a track record of starting day 1 fucking quarterbacks in the NFL, period, from him helping develop them. He did it with Bo. He's done it with multiple people. Clint ain't never done that. So not saying he can't, not saying he couldn't hire a guy that probably could. I'm just saying he ain't never done that, and his staff is pretty hard to locate. Fucking can't locate his staff. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how that'll all work out. And we know his brother ain't leaving because he re-signed with the Niners, so he's staying there. But I would just say this: the Raiders are not going to hire any coach until after they interview Clint Kubiak second time. Once they interview Clint, I guarantee you, I already know what the conversation is going to be right off the get-go. Are you even interested in taking the fucking job? Guaranteed. And not only that, like my cousin basically said that Tom Brady actually really liked Clint in his first deal, and that he killed his first interview with the Raiders. So, like I said, and they said Clint is the number 1 candidate for the Raiders right now. Webb is a fallback, and so on from there. But they said that Clint Kubiak is the the head coach that they want, and that they would wait until the end of the season to hire him as the head coach.
I think the other conversation that has to be like heavily impacted in this, and I think like Brady's a smart guy, so he's gonna have to think about it like this, man. Like he's gonna have to say also like, who's your staff, man? You know, because Clint Kubiak ain't good. Listen, as good as Clint is offensively, he ain't good enough by himself. He ain't good enough to come here by himself and do it. So unless these guys staff,
tomorrow. They can speak to him as soon as tomorrow. Raider, 831 Raider.
We'll see. We'll see how that conversation goes. I think. I mean, I hope ultimately it probably ends up. I mean, I hope it becomes Davis Webb in the end, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, from what I've heard, man, like what I heard tonight is Clint wants to be the Raiders head coach too. So I've heard like from what I was told tonight, like Clint wants to be the Raiders head coach too. So I don't know how that's all going to pan. I don't work for the Raiders. I don't talk to Clint, dude. I don't fucking know how he personally feels. I can only hear what I'm told, dude. And I got people that are right there. They fucking hear it all. But like I've said, I've heard that Davis Webb killed the interview tonight, fucking like motherfucker again. I've heard what we're going to talk about tonight is like I heard why Dabo was brought in with fucking Webb for that interview before Webb took his interview is because the Raiders want to be able to fall back on Dabo as a option at OC for Webb if he was to come here. So, and listen, I'm not going to say that the Raiders want to hire Dabo either. This is what I do know. I know that they said they want a coach that hires his own staff. I know that for sure. Now, I'm not going to say that Clint don't have his staff, and I'm not going to say just because we can't find it, he doesn't have one. I mean, that would be crazy, right? I mean, fucking can't be a head coach if you don't have some option. You know, like these guys most definitely have options. They have connections. And this is another thing. If Clint was to get a job as a head coach, his dad got motherfuckers all over this place right now that will leave those jobs to go fill his staff. So at one way or another, he will have a staff. I just don't know who those staff would be. And again, his dad did just fine. Their whole family does fine. And look, Kyle isn't going to allow them to fucking do that either. Like Kyle's not going to allow one of his main dudes that come from his branch to just go out and fail like that. He would send people over too. I mean, they will fill his staff. I guarantee it. They will fill his staff. The only thing is just don't know of who. You know, like I just don't know who. Now, I don't know if like Raheem Morris, you know, defensive coordinator, he doesn't have any ties to them. I don't think. Could be wrong. I can research it and find out. But I would just say off the top of my head, I know he's a McVay guy. So I don't know if he would cross paths. But when you look at their tree and everything with McVay and Kyle, man, these guys interlap on multiple occasions. So it's not like just because McVay running this one and Kyle's running that, they all the same goddamn fucking thing at the end of the day. Just one person lining up different in the West Coast offense versus how another person's lining up in the other West Coast. But it is still the same damn shit. So I'm not going to sit here and say they couldn't have interchangeables like that. I'm not going to say if Raheem Monster with Clint, that wouldn't be a badass duo. I mean, it'd be a damn good duo. So I'm not going to say that they don't have this. But what I will say is Tom and them are going to make goddamn sure that they make every interview count, that they're going to interview every person before they just make a rational decision. I mean, that we know for sure. So they're not going to just bring in dudes. And the thing you got to think about it, right? Look at the names that they've came through this building already. They got some pretty good fucking profile people that's been interviewed in those deals. Now, have some of us locked in on individual people? Yeah, but people do want the Raiders' job. You know, think about it like this. Like a lot of people have been asking, they're like, why do you think that the people just pulled off the Browns? I know why they pulled off the Browns, dude, because I've heard from so many people that are reporting on them. They said, like, the people pulled off the Browns, dude, because they're making them do essays, homework, fucking like this whole entire crazy interview process over in the Browns right now. It's not like any fucking team in the NFL. They said Telesco's leading that motherfucker over there too, which is crazy as hell. But at the end of the day, I would just say part of me wants them to jump the gun and hire Webb in them. Like that part of me is like, hey, I talked about it tonight. Like I talked about it tonight. Like I would hope they would hire him while we're live here tonight, because that would be badass. But the other part of me knows like that's something that's gotten the Raiders in trouble for most of their career. So, well, lately. So I think it's probably good that we have somebody like Tom and them in the building to say, hey, we don't need to hire nobody today. We're going to hire them. We're going to hire them. So, but let's make sure we're hiring the right people. You know, that doesn't hurt nobody to interview everybody. It does not hurt them.
No, I will say too, like, I just think with the way that Davis Webb, man, like, it's talked about, man. Like, his interviews aren't just good; they're phenomenal. And I just think, like, I think when a coach is knocking it out of the park like that, and him and Brady are communicating like that, and they're able to talk and have these, great conversations, I think that's the thing that changes up a lot of things. I think Davis Webb, I think absolutely needs to be right in that conversation for the head coaching job and to be hired because, like, I think Clint can be good, but I also think, like, if we're just going to be honest, there's nothing stating that Clint, again, Clint can't. There's nothing saying Clint can't end up being a Josh McDaniels, a great offensive mind, just not a head coach. And I think, like, I get, the same thing can be said for Davis Webb, but I think, Davis Webb, I think is a very smart guy. There's nothing stating he's a smart guy, and I think he, if he's knocked his both of his interviews out of the park, ultimately, I think ultimately, if I'm gonna be honest, I think ultimately it will be him, but we'll just see how they go about it. Clint, we'll see what happens with Clint. I think ultimately, Clint's best decision for his career, if I'm just gonna be honest, is not coming here. Like, I'm just gonna be real. As far as everything goes, his best decision would be staying far away from Vegas, man. Like, and we can say, like, with these guys here, we have a good front office, sure, but there's never going to be a guarantee with this place, man. This place has been riddled with losses, man, ever since we got here.
You guys have anything you want to add or say?
No,
I just want to, I think if we don't hear anything this week, it's going to maybe let us know that it's going to be Clint Kubiak. I mean, that's my opinion. If we hear Clint Kubiak comes in for a second interview, for sure, we know he's supposed to, but when we know that's done, if a couple days after that they don't announce a head coach, I think that makes me think it's going to be Clint Kubiak. Otherwise, I think we're going to know who our coach is by, well, I said Wednesday, but that's a little soon, by the end of the week.
So just so everybody knows, Clint will not enter the building this week because he can't. It'll be done by Skype for a second interview because the player or the coach can't leave to visit another team during a Super Bowl break. And the rules state that the Raiders can hire him this week. They can hire him, just cannot sign a contract until over the Super Bowl is over. So
the gentleman's contract.
They're going to name a head coach this week. I almost guarantee it. I bet by Friday. I'll bet anything by Friday. They will name who our head coach is. I bet.
Oh, they can name him before the Super Bowl. I didn't know that.
They can name him. The rule.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The league rule states that another coach cannot be employed by another team while playing, but he can most definitely let the league know that he will be playing for or coaching for that team. They just cannot hire him until after the season's over. So they can most definitely announce him being to the Raiders for sure.
Like Raiders down yonder says, interesting.
Yeah, you can most definitely announce him.
By the way, down under, I'll get back with you. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Say again? No, what were you going to say?
I was going to let Raiders down under. I noticed the pop up. I will get back to you later tonight or tomorrow on IG.
Oh. Yeah, I just feel like I said, I think at the end of the day, Tom Brady wants Clint, man. Like he's made that clear in that building, I guess. I've said there was a reason that Dabo and Webb entered that building. I literally talked about him all week. Talked about how that Webb would be the head coach and Clint or Dabo would be the offensive coordinator to develop that fucking quarterback. I've talked about it all fucking week long. Like I know damn well this guy should get the job. But at the same time, if Tom Brady believes, I mean, Tom praised this motherfucker through the whole entire game in there, how he called his plays. And let's be real. I mean, Clint disrespected some motherfuckers in that game, like literally. So there ain't nothing saying that if he was to be able to get his offense going here with Bowers, with Genty, with Fernando, adding a true one and fucking Tucker. I mean, and you have Mayer. I mean, and put another halfback back there. Like, there's nothing saying Clint gonna just come in here and kick the shit out of them offensively too. And I've said it. If you think you're gonna beat teams, you might as well just go put up 40 points a game and hope that you can get one stop with that defense at some of the end of these games. You know, like. That's the only thing I can say. But the thing I would say is what is it? JSN. I always get that guy's name wrong, but
Jigma.
yeah, he
Jackson
Jackson Smith and Jigma.
People, they can't even control that guy. They can't even control that guy. He's just an absolute cheat code, dude. Like absolute fucking cheat code.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, he's really talented, man. He's one of the better receivers in the game. So
I think it's going to be between him and Puka Nacua for Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, fuck, no doubt. Easy. But like I said, I think at the end of the day, from what I'm told, Webb will just be a fallback guy. Brady's going to target Clint. He's targeting Clint, and he wants Clint, man. And he's not going to go until he tells him that he's not. But I'm telling you, I do believe in this interview when he interviews him this week. Like it's gonna be, they're gonna know right this week. That's why I say I don't think it's any more of a secret anymore. We're getting down to the end. There's only 4 teams I think left. The Bills. But that's the other thing. That's like saying that he won't go to the Bills. If he was gonna up and leave Seattle, I mean, I think the Bills are a very good fucking team. So I don't think jumping from Seattle to the Bills is like, man, I'm jumping backwards right now.
Yeah.
If he fucking stayed there and if he went to Dallas next year, I mean, he has better teams than the Raiders is all I'm saying. And I don't think I would sit there and jeopardize my fucking future career to try to bring the Raiders. He don't have no tie to us. And his dad was a rival to us. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's like, let me go resurrect the Raiders. I mean, don't get me wrong, weird shit's happened, but I would just say, man, the Bills are a better team and the Seahawks are a better team. So, and listen, what's his name say today? He said the Raiders are targeting the same people as the Bills. The Bills and the Raiders are targeting damn near similar head coaching fucking route. You know what I mean? So I would say it like this. If Clint goes to the Bills or stays with the Seahawks, we hire Webb. That's what I would say. But then there's the fucking sneaky, just throwing double fucking deal of Dabo. Like that's just a sneaky ass fucking head coach interview. Just about a week ago, nobody even think about that motherfucker being here at the Raiders, and all of a sudden, boom, fucking pops right up. They were just talking about this fool being over at the Bills. They were just saying, oh, he's going to take over the Bills with Josh and all that. And then the next day, fucking interviewing with the Raiders. You're like, what the fuck? Is this a typo? And then not only that, they're like, oh, we're bringing in Davis Webb this afternoon, and we brought in Dabo right behind him. Fucking, like that shit's not coincidence, man. Like they're either gonna try to get an interview with Dabo to see if they compare him, if anything. And I've said it, Tom Brady got ties with the guy. He won multiple Super Bowls with him. He most definitely has a fucking tie with the guy. So if somebody was going to convince him to take that role, it would be Brady. And I've said it would be the best way to go, because you bring Webb in as head coach, you bring Dabo in as the OC, he coaches for 2 years, he leaves and goes and gets a head job. But I would make sure Tom Brady locks him for 2 fucking years. You cannot go nowhere else for 2 years. And in year 2, you can leave. But I would make sure you get him for 2, because if you got Webb building up the quarterback, he's got to still learn the offense too. And when Dabo leaves and he takes over, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you actually want. Webb is hella young. He'll be here for fucking 30 years doing that. So I think that's the move you want. But if Dabo won't take that role. I mean, you got to weigh your options at that point too. I mean, Dabo versus fucking Webb. I mean, Dabo probably get that job, but I mean, he can get a staff and he can get dang good staff. So I've said it. We can't falter other organizations for dude's whole entire career going. I mean, if we're just being honest, the way that Stefanski coaches offensive players, him going to motherfucking Atlanta with Robinson and them, he's gonna fucking kill it. This guy's gonna fucking kill it, and he's probably gonna turn.
Stefanski will be there for 15 years.
Yeah, he'll probably bring Penix into a decent.
Have a good day.
And he got Kirk Cousins over there too, so he's gonna be just fine.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think he's gonna have any issue, but to sit and just count that dude out because of what happened with the Browns that just failed every fucking coach for 25 fucking 30 years. I mean, come on, like that's crazy as hell. And we're almost on the same page here. We're almost on the same page, and that's why I always say it gets real scary because part of me wants them to hire Webb right this minute. But the other part of me knows how many times we've hired people just because we liked them or jumped the gun and we've shot ourselves in the face, literally firing the guy 2 years later. And I don't care if the Raiders give Glenn a 5-year contract. Glenn is thinking just like all these other coaches that they can fire me in 2-3 years if I don't get that. And I went from a premier fucking play caller in the league to getting fucking fired by the Raiders. Like, fuck. You know how that's
the your career right there.
Oh, his dad probably come out of fucking retirement and beat down on motherfucking Mark. Like just beat down on Mark, dude. Like what is that celebrity deathmatch shit, dude? Like back in the day, like we'll be watching that shit out here for real, like
it'll be live trending on news.
All right, Dustin, take it easy, man.
All right, have a good night, man. Yeah, the Raiders can't go out there and fuck it up with, with it. I mean, professional, you can have your opinion. Everybody has their opinion, but you just uneducated in your opinion. At the end of the day, I feel like when you're going through what we're about to go through, you either got to go through Clint because he could play call for sure. You're only a few pieces away. I think Clint would be able to do just fine offensively. I've never said he wouldn't. I think he'll be just fine offensively. It's just who's his defensive coordinator? How are they going about building up the defense? A lot of those questions would be on there. And that would be for Webb too, all right? They would be the same thing for Webb because if you got Jim Leonard would be a great defensive hire with Webb, and it's every bit possible. That could most definitely fucking happen. But I would just say at the end of the day, I think, like I said, Dabo can get the most qualified roster together just like Mike McDaniels could. But I do believe the Raiders notified Mike McDaniels and probably told him, like, we're going to go in a different direction and, you can take that OC job. I don't think that they had an issue with Mike McDaniels being hired by the Chargers, like I don't believe they did. I think with Tom and them, they want to make sure. I mean, and don't get me wrong, man, who gives a fuck if they hired McDaniels over there? Because if Clint comes here, he's going to go against their DC anyways. So he's probably going to road stomp the shit out of that guy. So, I mean, like I said, Clint gives you the best option here right now to be able to go and compete in the division right now. Like, it's just facts. I mean, you look at Webb, he just hasn't had no play calling. Would he be a good coach? I'm not going to argue that, but you have to have a qualified OC, and that's why I said the whole time it's either Dabo or Kingsbury because both of them can win. Both of them know how to run their own offenses. Like, they're proven coaches, so they would be the best option to run forward with it. I would just say at the end of the day, Dabo may have to just take a job anywhere. Like, it's just facts. He's probably not going to get the head coaching job, but he's still probably qualified more than most people to go to Arizona, Buffalo. I mean, he's still a qualified coach, but I just think nobody wants the Browns job. Like, they just literally can't stand that fucking place for real. But, I mean, I don't know who's going to take the Bills. I mean, it could be Clint.
Cleveland's the dumpster fire of the NFL.
Oh, it's literally went way beyond there, I guess. I mean, when you just have dudes just literally pulling out of deals. Like nobody's pulled out of the Raiders. Like you think about that, dude. Like at least we haven't been shit on like that. Fucking.
Well, that's one of my buddies who's a Cleveland Browns fan. He was like the other day, he's like, I see you guys are still looking for head coach. I said, I see nobody wants that job over there. Even though y'all beat us in the regular season, y'all literally the only organization that I've seen 4 or 5 coaching candidates pull out. They're like, yeah, we're good on this one.
What did he say? There's been multiple sources that said Webb didn't want to be an assistant coach for anybody but Sean. If that's the case, why would he want to face him twice a year? The guy that's mentoring him. One, he would face his defense. He wouldn't face him. He's an offensive coordinator. I would think that what would that matter? I don't see any reason why that would matter. I think Jesse Minster versus Jim, that's a whole different deal. That's Jim's defense that Jesse Minster winning. That's not Jesse Minster's fucking defense. Just like when you go over there to Baltimore, he's going to run a scheme that Baltimore been running the whole time because why? It comes from the hardballs that literally were right there in there. Where did Jesse originally come from? The Ravens for Mike McDonald, you know? So I don't see why he wouldn't go against Sean. I mean, he's just going to scheme his defense, man, against Vance Joseph. And if he didn't want to go against him, I don't think he would take a second interview to the Raiders. He's very well aware that he may get that job. So he most definitely going to do it. I've just heard from what I've heard is that Webb doesn't want to be the OC for somebody else. I heard Webb he'll take the head coaching job and has no problem giving an OC the job. Like he has no problem doing that. But I feel from what I've heard, he wants to be that coach. And I wouldn't. The guy is fucking phenomenal, dude. I've heard tonight he killed his meeting for the second time in a row. Just the guy just blows it away in there. And not only that, I've heard multiple times that, like I said, if Clint wasn't in the hiring, they would already hired Davis Webb. But the fact that Clint's in there, you just can't argue his play calling, man. I mean, the guy's literally dogging on dudes with Sam Darnold. You know, like he's just dogging dudes. So, I mean, you got to keep him in there, I guess, you know. And for me, I've said it. I want Webb, man. I'll take Webb. I don't give a fucking how Clint does. I'm not looking at today. I'm not looking at winning today. I'm looking at Webb and what he can bring here with the way he's developed players, his success with building up quarterbacks. Like, I'm going to bank on him, man. Like, Clint is a name from his dad. I'm not going to argue it. And he's good coach calling plays, but there is nothing that backs up Clint Kubiak as any developer of any type, dude. So he can take good players and veteran players and win with them. That's facts. So, but there's nothing that backs up Clint as building his own quarterback. There's plenty to back up Webb. Plenty. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4, 5. Like Webb's developed a lot of good names in the league and helped. I'm not going to say he put his final stamp on it. I would say he helped develop a lot of good names at different points in his deal in the NFL that are very high caliber quarterbacks, you know. So all I would say is like to most people, they're not, the common hire Webb's not going to stand out people that don't know him. Like it's just facts, you know. Like he's not. But the more people research him, the more people get to know who the fucking real David Webb is. That why would I advocate for Davis Webb over all the people that are here? Because he deserves that fucking spot for what we're about to do. Like he doesn't have a record. Nobody's gonna hold him to a standard. Nobody's gonna sit there and say he needs to win today. How the fuck is he coached yet? No. Okay, let the guy build a team. Let him build a culture. Let these guys coach the fucking team. Cliff Kingsbury can win in this division. He gonna go win you 8 games, fucking probably no problem. Him putting the offense together. If Davo becomes the OC, he will win you probably 8 games with that offense there. And the best part about this, which a lot of people are not understanding, is Webb will be the CEO of the fucking team. He's not dedicated to just doing that. He can go work with Fernando. He needs to work with Fernando. He needs to build him. He needs to fucking motivate him. He needs to let him know you can fucking do it now. You can be successful now, just like Bo and everybody else, dude. He needs to be in this motherfucker's ear. And if he's not in that ear and he's having to call plays and manage the team in those, we're never going to develop them. And even having Dabo or Cliff Kingsbury, we're talking about two dudes that have been proven to develop quarterbacks over their tender in the NFL or college. And we wouldn't want that to be on our team. I'm not understanding it. Logic would say, let those two coaches coach for 2 years, let them ship off to a head coaching job. Fucking Webb takes responsibility of the OC job, because now he takes head coach and OC just like every great coach ever does in the NFL. Like, I'm not concepting why we wouldn't want to go that route, dude. Like, with Clint, what do we get on paper right now? Them winning with a good fucking team. Are we Seattle? Please tell me we are. Please tell me, because we're fucking not. We're nowhere even close. Not even fucking close.
Hell no.
So to sit here and say that we're going to get the exact same result out of Clint that he's getting out of Seattle is just fucking crazy. Maybe in the next 2 years, I wouldn't argue it. Can he go out there and win some games that other guys lost? Absolutely won't argue that. His offense will win those games, but to build that defense, to build that tandem and that team, you're talking multiple years down the road. Is Clint going to sacrifice his career right now? He can go be a 3-4 time fucking back with Seattle, right? He can go be Josh McDaniels, literally. Stay on this team, get paid the highest OC $10 million a year, and back up rings, right? For 3-4 fucking years.
Now,
I don't know what makes more sense, coming to a broken ass team and hoping, or fucking getting it. It's a really tough
deal. He
deal.
could also go coach Josh Allen.
I've said it. I don't see why he wouldn't. He has better options.
Well, my thing is, here's the thing. It was shown.
It's Tom. If he comes here, it's 100% Tom Brady. I'll just be honest to God with you. If Clint Kubiak takes the Raiders fucking job, you can just think that to Tom fucking Brady. You can just give that to him. There's no reason he would come here. There's no reason that logic says come to the fucking Raiders over the Bills or stay in the fuck at the. Nothing says that.
I kind of feel like, to a degree, like, I don't know. I just feel like, to a degree, I feel like Davis Webb could give us, like, better results, like, longer term, potentially. Like, I don't know. I feel like with him and his staff that he already can give us, I think the development with Fernando, I think that they're going to target. I think that that'll be easier with Davis Webb running the CEO type run, while we have either Kingsbury or Dable, which I'm fine with either or, because I would say Dable. To me, if I had a choice, I would take Dable over Kingsbury, but I think they're both great offensive minds. I just think over the last 4 years, I think Dable's offenses, you could say that the teams that Dable has been coaching on, there's been more of a reason for the success of that team because of his offense than because of Kingsbury offense at a consistency level too. And I think if Davis Webb, man, I think if he really could work with Fernando for even 2 years, I think Fernando could turn into even in 3 years, I think he could turn into a top 10 to 15 quarterback easily. So.
If he's under Dabo, Clint, I don't give a fucking who he's under. If they go get dude from the Bears and bring him over, I don't care. Fernando, if they give him the line and the players, he can most definitely be. It's going to base off the offense at that point. It's just how that'll go. So, in 8-3-1 Raider, it's their choice. They can not tell nobody nothing. They're not obligated to tell anybody shit. So if they wanted to agree with on Skype and say you'll be the next head coach, they don't have to tell a so they can walk out of that interview and not say a fucking word to nobody and hire them right after. That is to their discretion. There's nothing that obligates them to say that they are or not.
Like I said, man, I just feel like with I said words too when he was at the podium and talking about how they're not really worried about wins as much as really getting things, as long as getting everything put together really for a long-term success. I just feel like that speaks to more what Davis Webb's going to give us, but
I think Davis Webb can be a really good option over the long run. I mean, he's younger. He's what, 7 years younger than
he can give you 30 years of coaching.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I mean, I just know he has a good track record so far. But there's also the biggest thing is that he's only been in coaching for 3 years. I mean, you can't look past that. And when they look at Clint, they say, fucking guy been there for 20 years, like he's got the pedigree for sure, so there's no doubt about it. And this family ties go way back. And I've always said guys like them, listen, Tom's going to reel him in. I'm telling you, I heard tonight that's Tom's guy. He's not going to get off it until Clint physically tells him that he does not want the job. Like, he's going to try to get Clint, man. Like, and if Tom fucking don't get him, then they don't get him. But I know from what I heard, he's going to most definitely give it his all for sure. So, like I said, I heard he's going to most definitely try to shoot him down. But I don't know. Anything can change. He doesn't own the team. There's a lot of people in that building right now that can most definitely sit down tonight, regardless of how Tom feels about Clint. They can sit down tonight, talk about Webb's fucking interview or Dabo's, and there's nothing saying that we don't hear something tomorrow morning that says the Raiders hired Davis Webb tomorrow morning. There's nothing going to say that can't happen. Nobody knows. So it's because some guy
you never really know until it happens.
I mean, just because a guy reports and says they're going to interview Clint before any decision, there's nothing to back that up. And I mean, that's just somebody saying something that they heard. More times than not, can they be right? Yes. But I've said it. What's to say that they don't want to make a logic hire, or, a crazy out of the hand hire during tonight's interview? They sit down, they talk about it, and they say, you know what? This is the guy. We don't need to go any farther. This is our guy. He don't leave till tomorrow. They call him back in. Hey, come over here. Fucking, let's make this official. Let's get it done. There's nothing saying that can't happen tomorrow morning. So until he's on that plane and leaving, I mean, then it's going to tell you that they're most definitely doing like I've been told, that they're going to give Clint every option. And just because they interview Clint, it don't mean that they won't interview fucking dude like the other dude from the Rams. I mean, they're already through their second interviews with, a lot of their people. I'm pretty sure they have a good idea of who they're wanting to hire by now. You know what I mean? So, and don't count out Varro. Varro got brought back in on a second interview too. So don't just count him out right away either. So there could easily be anybody in between there. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of people are going to make a lot of speculations right now because I don't give a fuck what their name is. I don't care what content creator out there. I don't fucking care who their name is. They do not have no fucking insight on no hire in this deal this year. That's 100% facts. They're the only motherfuckers that got that hire is the motherfuckers in that building. They're the only ones. And there ain't nobody out here, not me, not anybody else. I don't give a fucking who your source is. I don't care who the fuck you think you know. Tom and them lock that shit up tight as a pencil this year. And there's not one motherfucker out there doing content that knows who the fuck they're hiring. They know who they want to look at. They know who they think they're gonna, but they don't know who they're gonna. So, and that's fact. That is just absolute fact. So at the end of the day, does logic say Clint? Yes, logic says Clint. Clint's in the fucking Super Bowl. It's fucking dirty and disrespectfully in this game. Brady literally praised him 5-6 fucking times on national TV. Like, yes, he most definitely wants fucking Clint. So until he fucking gets a no from him, I think that's where we're at. It's just till he gets a no from him, man. Because if he feels like he has any option, he's gonna take it. And then I'll bet anything. I will bet anything. If Clint turns down the job, I bet you'll hear a thing that says Davis Webb hired as the next Raiders head fucking coach. I'll bet anything. So I don't think they hired Dabo, even as much as I think they would. I mean, don't get me wrong. They most definitely can. He's got 3-4 rings with Brady. Fucking, he knows damn well what Brady wants out there. He knows how to develop. I mean, he can most definitely hire Dabo, but
And he probably would
in
be
there,
able
it's
to kind of hold
fucking Webb and
people.
Clint, dude, is everything I've heard the whole time. So
I mean, like
Rebel.
I'll say right
LaFleur
now,
is
I
trash,
think
bro. I don't know why you always LaFleur is just trash, man. Motherfucker literally went to the Jets with the best defensive coordinator in the league and couldn't do a motherfucking thing. Failed his O-line quarterback, failed Zach Wilson, failed fucking red zone fucking percentage in the end zone. That dude failed so damn hard he never even got back up. I mean, it's easy to ride. Dude, the only time
Michael
he had
Floor
success,
shouldn't even
I'll
be
name it.
talked about
I
anyway.
know this guy like nothing. LaFleur fucking success came in the Rams or with the Falcons. Guess who is the offensive coordinator that fucking made Matt Ryan MVP? Kyle fucking Shanahan. Guess when the next time LaFleur had success with the Rams, with Kyle, or with the Niners with Kyle Shanahan? Guess when LaFleur didn't have success? First time he coached offense with the Jets with Robert Saleh. Fucking
He's
fell.
just Luke Getzey.
Like the guy is horrible. The guy's horrible. Like
He's literally Luke Getzey,
and he goes
carried
back
by better
first time he
coaches.
has success. Fucking Sean McVay. Like the guy is so bad, dude. Like fucking teams. The guy is horrible. I would hire Nate Shearhouse before I hired that fool. Like honest to God.
I'd hire, like you said earlier too. I'd hire Steelhouse before I hire any other Rams coordinator because Chula, man, that's been such a terrible coaching job by him. And for the talent that he has on that defense, it should have been better. And I mean, Mike before, like you just said, man, he's never had actual success as an OC. Anything actually coaching the offense and how they're running. So yeah, no, I'm cool on those guys. And I mean, even Shieldhouse, like I'm not gonna like I don't know him the most, but I don't think that he's one of those finalists. I mean, he hasn't even like in the last 48 hours, we're hearing more and more about Kubiak and these other guys, Dable and all these other guys that are popping up. And Shieldhouse still hasn't popping up over here, but he has popped up for Cleveland. So I don't know.
Hey, so Unleashed. I did hear this though. I did hear that. I heard that. I heard that Davis Webb doesn't want a OC coach for nobody. But I did fucking hear that if Vance Joseph could get the head coaching job, not only here, but or in Arizona, that his OC would be fucking Davis Webb. So I've heard Davis Webb will OC for Vance Joseph, but he said he don't want to OC for nobody else. But if the Raiders were to hire Vance Joseph, the odds are they will get fucking Davis Webb. So that's most definitely a reality that could most definitely happen.
I don't.
Look, I'm gonna just tell everybody this: it doesn't matter what coach we hire. It doesn't matter what record they have. Don't matter where they come from. Don't matter if they won or lost. Nobody's gonna know what a coach is gonna do till he gets here. Every coach, every record, win, loss, fucking phenomenal or not, have all failed here, and it's just factual truth. So there's no one guy that'll change it. It's the guy's gonna have to show up. That's what's gonna happen. The guy's gonna show up, and then it's gonna be is that in his heart? Is it in his heart to fucking put everything he has into it to change it? It's not. I just get paid millions. I can come there and fix it. It's not. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. Every coach that's been here since 2004 have just every fucking one of them have fell off the face of the motherfucking earth, and some of them were some of the best damn offensive coordinator head coaches in the NFL, and just said fucking sink ship. And even when the ones went 8-8, what did Al do? Fired him. Literally just fired the motherfucker next year. Like crazy. The guy was crazy as fuck. But I think at the end of the day, the Raiders in this hiring, it's got to be spot on, man, no matter who it is. And that's why I'm saying if Clint wants the Raiders job, he knows what can come on the other end of that. If he chooses to take that job, I have no fucking problem with it. Let's go. I mean, I have absolutely zero problem with it. You're jumping off the deep end, man. And if you're ready to swim for no fucking reason, then let's go. I mean, that's how I would look at it, because he has no tie to this organization in any way, shape, or form. So to come in here and say, hey, I would, like I said, I would thank Brady a lot, dramatically, for that hire. And I would just say, let's go. But I'm just saying that I think out of there, you do have a few good guys in there. If you had Vance Joseph as the head coach and you had Davis Webb as the OC, I don't see any issue with that. And look, if Vance Joseph runs the head coach, he's just running the players. That's all he's doing. He ain't running the organization. They have Spytech, everybody up in the front office taking care of that part of the building. He is just going to run the motherfucking team. That's all he's going to do. He runs one of the best defenses in all football. I mean, you'd be an absolute fucking fool not to consider him and then bring in Webb behind him. Webb will be the future later down the road. If Webb's offense can match his defense, we're going to win a lot of games. Like, we're going to win a lot of games. So I don't know why anybody would be against Vance's defense here. It'd be the best defense we've had on this motherfucker. Like, that's just actually.
I'd say the last 15 years.
Oh, I'd say well longer than that, dude. I mean, I don't know if there's been a defense that'll match that.
22.
I don't even know if the 2000. I don't even know if the 2002 fucking defense would match Vance Joseph's defense. I mean, he runs the best in the league, just about, if not the best. Like, I don't know, man. So he has one of the best, period. And if you're bringing him to be able to get Davis Webb, that's a tour right there, right away from a rival team. Thank you. Take your guys. And then guess what? Let's make another bet. See, if we got Davis Webb, I would say, yeah, we're going to get a few guys from their team, right? If we get Davis Webb and we get fucking Vance Joseph, we're going to get a whole lot of few guys from their team. So, I mean, it would be a great hire to hire Vance in the anticipation of Webb being the future fucking head coach, even when he's 40 or 50. Like, there's nothing saying. The only thing, you just don't want someone to poach him, man. Like, you don't want someone to come in and poach his ass off your team. So,
and that's the only thing I think that's my biggest worry is if we don't make him the head coach, that he'll get poached away. It's like, I'm gonna be, in just all honesty, we can look back on it now and just say this: we are not trying to end up like the Ravens, where, let's be real, they would absolutely, without a doubt, they would go back 2 years from now, and they would go back and they'd probably hire Mike McDowell over John Harbaugh. They probably would, because they ultimately fired John Harbaugh. It's the same thing for a lot of these organizations. Is they don't always. I would say they don't always make the right decision with who to keep in the organization and who to let go. I think for us, man, I think Davis Webb, man, I know it's all uncertainty for all of these guys. If we're just gonna be real, there's no guy that we can.
Hey, I almost read this dude's message down here. I was about to be like, hey, I had to read that motherfucker like 3 times before I got him. Fucking not him. At least he's a great dude. Fucking I'm saying there was a guy that messaged in the chat here and I fucking misread it wrong, and I misread it twice. And I'm thinking, like, I swear to God, I thought he said LaFleur calls McVay's offense. I was like, bull fucking shit he does, dude. Like, I was thinking, right, if he's an advisor, what he does is he advises play calling when they're down in certain deals, like in goal lines and so on. Mm-hmm. If he sees a different type coverage on there, he radios into fucking Mike and tells him, hey, this is what we see right here. So he gives him an option to change the play. But he most definitely don't call the play. But he didn't say that. He did say that Mike.
Yeah, he said just the opposite.
Yeah, he said McVay called all day, But I was like, hey, fucking, you would never be surprised by some people.
I had to read that one twice myself.
I will say you can never count out what people are going to say.
And I love the debating, because I always say they come out with good stuff, good conversation. Appreciate that. I really do appreciate the debate. I mean, I've always said it's always good to interact, to see where people feel or how we're looking at our team, because that's the only way. And it's just like I said earlier, I think the Raiders would be fools not to fully do their interviews with everybody. They have no loss. They have no loss. Let's just look at it like this, right? Let's just say logic. Logic says that if they're going to hire Kubiak, it can't be until after the Super Bowl. That's 2 weeks away. Why can't you keep interviewing people? Like, what tells you can't interview people? I've talked about this a bunch of times. Interviewing coaches is like cheating, because this is how you get OC interviews, DC interviews without something to do, because you can't do it. So this is how you cheat doing that shit. You tell them I want a head coaching interview, you bring them here, and don't get me wrong, you're going to listen to them, but in your mind and what you're writing down says, hey, we're going to fucking go after this dude here that for DC or an OC, he's open to leave. He's open for the conversation, because you know damn well they're going to throw it down on the table. They would say like, hey man, if you weren't to get this, would you be open to doing that? And they'd be like, hell yeah. Why do you think Brian Flores got locked up just like that? Once that talk started going around that people were going to try to hire this dude, they were like, bullshit. They were like, you ain't hiring shit. We're going to lock this fool up right now. Yeah, I've said it. I think if the Raiders were smart, they would bring Webb for OC. I think it benefits everybody. I think it just benefits everybody, because this goes the other direction too. If Webb becomes the OC and this is from Safe, if Webb is to go the opposite direction and go OC, that gives him just permanent time to work with the quarterback. He don't have to run the team. He don't need all the responsibility for seeking all that. So him being OC don't hurt us in any way, shape, or form. It helps him grow as a play caller, allows him to get out there to be able to scheme players, all those things, and grow his quarterback at the same time. So Webb fits us either which way. It doesn't matter. The thing you have to talk with Webb is you got to let Webb know, like, hey, man, this will be your fucking team here. Like, we are bringing you to be our coach down the road. So don't take a job. You know, like, that's what you got to do. But we're not keeping whoever we have here for fucking 20 years. You know, if they fall off over the next few years, we'll boot them. You take over. You know, like, I don't think they have any issue with that. And I think that'd be the smartest. And I'm just telling you, dude, if you can go swap out 2 dudes from the Broncos right now, I think you do that all day, every day. Like, I'm dead ass serious. So if they can pull Vance Joseph.
Yeah, I'm not going to like, if you're going to hire Vance Joseph, I think there needs to be something like when you're talking to Davis Webb, be like, listen, man, there's just one, like don't accept no job. You're going to be the future here, man. Like, 100%. But he's like, let's be real. Like, I do like Vance Joseph. He can absolutely call a great defense. But he hasn't always been the most consistent at times. So when he does fall off, if he falls off and Davis Webb's offense is still going and they're the reason you're in these games, then yeah, at that point, hey, Davis Webb, man, you're the head coach at this point. And you know what? Say that's 3 years from now, and that's 3 years that he got to work with Fernando full time. Let's be real. Do we not think that Fernando can be a top fucking 10-8 quarterback in the league?
You know, Raider Drox, I like Varro, dude. I mean, I've talked about that dude multiple times, not just this year. I talked about him last year.
I think he's back on a deal, though, isn't he?
I like fucking Vero. If they bring him here for head coach, I have no problem with it. He's actually linked to the McVay link tree, so I would have zero issue with it. I think the guy is a great coach, and I think he would be able to get a great staff. I've spoke about it multiple times. I think he'd be a good candidate.
Yeah, they've interviewed him twice, man. So
I think he already went back to the Panthers this year, though. That's not here.
No, he's only been guaranteed like Flores as a DC. If a head coaching job goes, he leaves. The only thing the Panthers did was, and it wasn't even, the deal wasn't even done this year. It was done in the beginning of the year. They extended him. They extended him for 2 years with the Panthers in the beginning of the season. And whatever reason, nobody ever knew. And then I bet it. I know why nobody knew, because we never looked it up. We just assumed. But the deal was done in the beginning. They made sure he was coming back if he wasn't getting a head coaching job. So, and he's still open to be head coach. He's been interviewed here. He's not pulled his name. We have not taken him out of there. He most definitely in there. So I just don't know. Like, you're not getting in there.
You guys do a great job.
Until Clint clears the field. till Clinton either says he's not coming here or he's just going to go to the Bills or something, then those other guys are all going to be opened up. It'll be Webb, be him, it'll be all kinds. It'll be Dabo. I mean, you'll have a whole circle of motherfuckers at that point. But I think to me, in my own personal opinion, I think it's Clint Kubiak and then everybody fucking else. That's how I look at it. Like, I feel like the minute that you open up that door.
I guess the only thing I'll ask is, do you guys think in the end that he will agree to come here? Or do you think that we end up with Davis Webb?
Do you guys do a great job discuss this stuff?
Yep.
Professionally, it says Webb as OC can hurt us in the long run because he'll leave in 1 or 2 years. Well, Webb won't leave in 1 or 2 years because don't get me wrong, man. That's where you as an owner got to make goddamn sure of that. So, I mean, if Webb gets a head coaching job, I mean, you just fucked yourself. So I think you tell Webb that you will match that pay is what you do, because no logic owner is going to take a guy like Webb that's never even done shit and offer him $10 million a year. If we're paying him $10 million a year to be an OC, I don't think that hurts us.
I'm going to say this, whoever becomes the OC, I think, like, when we're talking to them, I think we need to let them know, hey, 2 years, like, minimum, 2 years. Like, we need you here for 2 years to run this offense. And we don't want you leaving for at least 2 years. And if it's Davis Webb as the OC, then I'm telling him, hey, listen, man, I'm going to go, listen, do you want to be the Raiders head coach at some point? If so, yeah, stick around. Give us 3 years. I mean, because at some point when we actually believe you, I mean, I think in 3-4 years, if we don't hire him as head coach around this time, and he was the OC, again, that wouldn't hurt us, because then, you know, when Vance Joseph, if that ever does fall off, and the offense is still going at top 10, top 8, top 5 level, whatever he's calling it, then boom, you got a great offensive mind leading the team. And that's what ultimately we're gonna have to do. Like, regardless if we hire a defensive coordinator right now or not, I think in the next 3 to 4 years, I think we'll be offensive led at some point. Like, I don't think they'll leave defensive led teams. I don't think they will. I think it's going to end up being offensive one way or another. Now, it can be Kubiak. I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to say he doesn't call a good offense. But again, you know, you just also never know how. Again, like, you just never know how guys are when they transfer to head coach. Like, there's a lot of guys, Dustin, and every one of us have watched. They're great coordinators. They just can't get the job done as a head coach. And, you know, you never know. And that's why the rest of these guys are kind of question marks. I think outside of, if I'm going to be honest, I think the only guy that I wouldn't consider a question mark, because I still think he can get the job done truthfully if we did hire him. I'm not saying we are, but I think that one guy would be Brian Dable. He's been a head coach, and let's be real, he wasn't the reason the team failed. Like, he's the one guy that's left on this market, I would say, that can be a legitimate head coach. That I don't think that would be a question mark for us. And I'm just being honest. Like, he develops. He literally made, like, if I'm just being real, he literally made Josh Allen become a top 10 quarterback. Like, you watch the transformation. You and me, Dustin, we all watch that guy. He's one of the best quarterbacks out there. And let's be real, he has kind of, in my personal opinion, I think he's dropped off since Dable left. I think he was a better quarterback when he had Dable. But I think for us, you know, Dable here, if he was the head coach, I'm not saying he will be. I'm not saying that we're even targeting him like that. But if we made him the head coach, I don't think any of us are going to disagree with that. Like, I wouldn't.
I mean, if you disagree with Dabo head coaching the Raiders, like I talked about on Saturday, I mean, that'd be crazy as hell.
Listen, like, I know people, like, and this is the problem.
There's certain coaches in this deal you can't argue, and regardless if a head coach is the defensive coordinator or an offensive coordinator, that doesn't mean nothing, because the most of the time these days is an OC. The head coach is going to run their spot. So if it's defense or offense, the title on the head coach I don't think matters, as long as you have the coach to go with the offense. I've said it. The Patriots were defensively ran the whole time, but they never got rid of Josh McDaniels. They only changed coaches 3 times in the whole time he was there, period. Once he found the guy, he never got rid of the fucking guy because he can get rid of all the defense because he's defense. That offense ran through Josh all those years. So all those Super Bowls, all those comebacks came through him. So at the end of the day, just because you have an offensive head coach or a defensive head coach does not mean that you cannot run the team either way. Depends on who the coach is. Steve Spagnuolo shows you right now, Andy Reid offense, he runs the defense. Nobody's stepping in his way. Nobody's changing it, dude. And that goes for the defensive side too. So I would just say what you have to have here is a good tandem. That's what you need. You need two dudes that can feed off each other. Vance Joseph and Davis Webb would be a great option. They know each other. Those are two high caliber fucking people because one, you're hoping on Davis Webb becoming that next head coach mind genius. He has to have the opportunity to do it. We already know that Vance will take this defense and turn it top 15. Guaranteed. Like we may not be fucking 1 or 2 like he is with the Broncos right now, but he will most definitely get us to 15. And that'll be next year. And then from then, he might make us motherfucking top 5 team. He can do that. We ain't got no motherfucker here. And not Patrick Graham can do it on his best fucking day. Not on his best fucking day. So there's a big difference when the caliber of coach that comes in and knows how to control that, knows what he fucking needs. I mean, Webb, I think it'd be the perfect opportunity to find out, make or break. You're not going to pay him a lot of money in the OC position anyway, so you're going to hope that he succeeds in that spot calling plays. That's best. That's best for us because if Vance keeps going the way he's going, guess what? He's not running the organization. He's just running the motherfucking team. So that Spy Tech's going to get him the people he fucking needs. It's not like John Gruden running the whole fucking team. They're going to get him the guys. And if Vance can't do it, adios, see you fucking later. But I don't think that'll happen because he'll want to work with the team. They'll be able to change that. It'll be key in the offense, man. You can rotate offensive players all the time. Look at goddamn the Eagles. That's probably why no one wants to go there right now. But they've literally fired, 5 in 5 years? 5 OCs in 5 years, and their head coach is an OC? Crazy, right? I mean, just crazy. But I don't know. I don't know. I think that, like I said, I think the Raiders are in a good position because they can go all kind of different routes here. And that's why I think it's not just hop the gun yet. You know, like if we get Clint, that's better to our team. He's, what is he, top play caller in the league? I mean, fuck, he's top 3 defense or top 3 offense. Fucking dude's got he's 1 or 2 or 3 in every damn stat category almost that matters. Like the guy is phenomenal this year. So is he going to do that here? I mean, I know damn well it ain't happening right off the get-go, but you never know. You never fucking know. You never know if he comes here and he says, we're going to fix this O-line right here. You never know if he's going to say, I'm going to get this wide receiver 1 over here. I'm going to get this halfback to back up Ashton. So when Ashton gets out, we got a guy that can just pound down their fucking neck too. You just don't know. This guy gets his players. He probably could be top offense in the league. The problem is the defense won't match the offense. So it won't matter how powerhouse your offense is. The defense just won't be able to win those big fucking games. I mean, you can get lucky. I'm not going to say luck ain't considered in football either. But I'm going to say when it matters to toe up on a motherfucker, we're probably going to get dirted on. And there's nothing wrong with that. If they do that over 2-3 years and they fix that defense, we can become a top contending team right away. So, I mean, it can go a lot of ways, man. I mean, the Clint way would be the smartest way if it worked out that way. If it worked out that way, Clint would be the obvious bet. But the question I guess everybody would need to ask themselves is can he make Fernando Mendoza perform the same way he did in college in the NFL? That's the real question, man. We can all have our ideas. We can all have scenarios and theories. The real question is does Fernando transition to the NFL the same way he did in college? Does he see the same shit? Does he process it the same way? Does he do it as fast or slower? Like they say, college speed versus NFL speed is not the same fucking thing. It's all on Mendoza and the way they get him ready right away. Does he come out year 1 or does he come out year 2? You know, like all those questions come down and none of us will know that. None of us, no matter how bad we want to know it, no matter how bad I think I'm right, you're not, fucking you're right, I'm not. It doesn't matter. What matters is when those coaches intervene with him, they're going to know that answer. So we could all act we're coaches or not. I just always say I have a good insight in the game. I study it a lot. I mean, I'm not right every fucking time. It's just factual truth, but there is the possibility anybody can surprise you. And the thing I would just say is we have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose to Davis Webb surprise us. We have nothing. So that's all I would say is let's not hinder our future over a fucking name at the moment. I think we got to make damn sure, and I hope that's what Brady and them are all doing is take a second, figure out, hey, can we make this work? And these dudes, like the whole core, and don't get me wrong, there's a good reason that when Kubiak met the first time, he told him who his staff would be. So if I feel like they wouldn't be gunning him down if they didn't feel like he had the staff. And then don't get me wrong, they have connections too to go hire other people too. I just hate when you wait this long, because when you wait this long, that's like saying our staff is capable of doing it. We just need the coach. Bull fucking shit. Shit. Like bullshit. This staff is not fucking capable of doing it. There's a lot of dudes that should be fired, but they're under contract, but they've been optioned to be able to seek business elsewhere, employment elsewhere. So our staff can go wherever the fuck they want. And when the new coach comes in and he don't want any of these guys, he's going to let them go anyway. So it won't matter. So Tom gave them permission to go somewhere else already. So I think there'll be people like Rob Leonard. I think Rob Leonard will be retained by Mark Davis. I've said that numerous times because Mark Davis protects certain people. Mark Davis protects certain people in our organization for years. He's done it all the time. He picks certain guy and you can't get rid of him. Like Patrick Graham can't get rid of the fucking guy, dude. Even gave him a raise this summer. We do the craziest shit, but I just feel like at the end of the day, from what I heard tonight, Brady is most definitely seeking Kubiak, and Kubiak is most definitely has interest in the Raiders, from what I've heard, and that he would take the job. I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy if he chooses that he's going to come to the Raiders, not go back with the Seahawks, dude, and can push multiple Super Bowls. I mean, that's what you're in the game for, man, be the best at it. I've said it. If Clint comes to the Raiders and gets the Raiders winning, he'll go down in the Hall of Fame. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that gives you intriguing to be able to do it.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. The only thing that could possibly draw him to the Raiders besides, the nice facilities, the state taxes, and number one overall and the cap space we got has got to be that maybe he's got that kind of ego to where he just wants, this is already established. I didn't build this. I want to build this over here. And then my name's all over it, so maybe that's it.
So listen, Leash, Raiders Unleashed. If Kubiak said to Brady that he wants to pick his own quarterback, right? And he gets fucking Mac Jones from motherfucking Kyle Shanahan. No fucking problem with that. Kyle Shanahan showed Mac Jones can kick the shit out of motherfuckers in the NFL this year.
He is Sam Darnold kicking the shit out of people, bro.
Team. And we're talking about that we don't take Fernando, but we get a 25-year-old Mac Jones fucking learning from theirs. This is goddamn Sam Darnold with way better tangibles on him. I will take Mac Jones, dude, over Fernando and over Sam fucking Darnold. I take Mac Jones right now.
Dude, Sam Darnold.
Hey, and then tell me that we gonna get Avery Reese. Fuck, let's go. I will fucking do that all motherfucking day long.
I'm not gonna lie though, I think Kubiak could get the most out of fucking Mac Jones. He could make him enough.
We'll be in the playoffs in fucking 1 year, 2 years. I guarantee it, dude. I mean, he's 25 years old, dude. He'd be a fucking fool not to say if you couldn't resurrect that dude's career. I've said it. Mac Jones had good success with Josh McDaniels, playoff or Pro Bowl fucking and playoffs in his first year with them. And he sucked when he was with Matt Patricia because he garbage ass fucking OC, and then he sucked with fucking what's his fucking name, Bill O'Brien. But when he went to Kyle, he was just goddamn fine. He's good with the play caller, man.
He had a 5-3 record when he started this year, guys.
Yeah, I'll take Mac Jones right
And
now.
also, it's a different thought. You have to think about it differently when I say he went 5-3 to San Francisco. That was a injured ass, broken ass team, bro. He still went 5-3 with. He didn't have George Kittle for 8 games. He didn't have Mac. We didn't have Brock Purdy for 9 games this year. Like, it's pretty bad this year, man. The Niners were beating up, and Mac Jones got 5 wins out of that. So.
You tell me we getting Mac Jones and Avery Reese with Max Crosby because no one wants to trade him, right? You don't want to give him no help, right? That's so you just want to keep the fucking guy, break the motherfucker down, kick him in the face when he's down, but you don't give him no fucking help. You give Max Crosby, Avery Reese on that fucking opposite side of him, and they are going to murder motherfuckers. They're going to murder motherfuckers. If he can't win with them too, getting pressure, you better just quit the pressure bullshit conversation because those two most definitely going to get home a whole hell of a lot. And not only that, I've said it, fucking Avery Reese can play the half you, dude. That guy's going to kill it in the NFL. I will take him over Fernando any day of the week. I've literally talked about it, made lives about it. I would most definitely fucking take Avery Reese, but the team needs the quarterback, so they're going to look at it. But to sit and say that Mac Jones is a good quarterback is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And go look at the games that he did fucking win and lose. He fucking had hurt-ass roster, dude, with fucking hurt players on that bitch and still won, even without Trent Williams. Trent Williams wasn't even on the motherfucking deal when he was winning. So,
do you think that if Kubiak was to ultimately tell Brady in this next interview, say he didn't say it in the last interview, right? He comes to Brady, he's like, listen, man, I'm gonna get us a good offensive staff, but I want someone from 2027, like you, but I don't want Carr. I want someone from 2020 staff. Do you think Brady would hire Davis Webb and Brian Dable with the thought to get Mendoza, or do you think they'd go Clint Kubiak and his own quarterback that he chooses to go after in 2027?
I mean, I don't know if you even got to seek a quarterback 2027 if you're getting – listen, if Brady believes in Clint about his quarterback, because he's going to believe in his fucking head coach.
Yep.
Why wouldn't he? Why would Brady disagree with him picking Mac Jones? Tell me another quarterback it ain't gonna be. Listen. If that statement is true, where he says that if he said I was told Kubiak told Brady that he wants to choose his own quarterback, and that might be a problem. What? If that statement is true, I only know one fucking quarterback. If you guys can tell me somebody else, I'm most definitely open to the conversation. But there's only one guy that's been successful in that fucking same system that can show you he can win right now with a broken fucking team, because goddamn San Francisco is broken multiple times with wide receiver, halfback, tight end, and O-line. And he still fucking won games. So if you're telling me that we're talking some other quarterback, I don't think so. I think it's 100%.
So why would so my thing is, if this is to be true, if this was to be true,
I mean, I'll bet my damn house on it. I'll put
but my only point is, my only thing with that would be is, why would Brady have a problem with Kubiak getting his own guy if he believes in Kubiak? Like you just said, why would he have a problem?
Mike?
What's up?
I was telling Mike that Bruno said what's up. I don't know if he's seen it on his phone or not.
I mean, I don't know. If that is true, I just don't know if Mike.
You have anything you want to add, Mike, or what?
No, I'm just listening to you guys right now. I mean, it's fun to talk about, but I'm just ready for this week to find out where we're going and stuff. But it's fun to speculate, because that's all we can do right now, or have educated
Well, I would say this like too. I feel like we're in a really good position, like you said earlier, because I do think there's tons of ways we can go about this. So, and I don't think there's a particularly wrong way to go about it, because I think a lot of these guys, if you pair them with the right guy, there's nothing stating that you can get success later. Because let's be real, we're not thinking about tomorrow. We're thinking about, 2-3 years in advance, like where we're like, hey, we want to grow this team. Because again, even with Kubiak, truthfully, I don't see a winning season year one. So I think it'd be like it's going to be 2 years, of building the team up, because I truly don't think there are. I don't think there are probably 35 players I'd want to keep on the team. If we could just cut contracts without, like, if we could just cut players without worrying about the contracts, fuck, I don't know how many players I'm keeping, because I'm damn near not keeping Gino. You can mark that. I'm not keeping Kenny Pickett. I'm not keeping Zamir White. I'm not keeping Sincere the Miami Dolphin running back, Raheem Mostert. I'm not keeping a lot of guys. I'm keeping guys that are,
Bruno, I want to ask a question real quick. Do you believe Sam Darnold is that good? Or do you believe Clint Kubiak is making him look that good? And the other question I would ask is do you think Kevin O'Connell made him look good too? And do you think Kyle Shanahan made him look good too? My point is that if he runs in that system, they can coach him in that system. Like, just straight facts.
Wasn't Sam Darnold's success because of Oldinsky?
Here's the deal with Jones, right? He played in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. He played in 8 games. He played against LA. He had 319 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception with a 115.7 QBR. He played New York, 235, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a 135.2. He played Houston, 193, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 84.5 QBR. Played Atlanta.
His brother's play went back to the Niners.
These were probably his 2 worst games. Atlanta at a 152 with 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, 64.9. Then he played Tampa Bay. Put up great numbers, just didn't put the touchdowns. Put up 350 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with a 75.5. And then he goes back out, LA again, 342 fucking yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 100.9 QBR. Plays Arizona, 284, touchdown, interception, 83.8. Then he finishes out Notre Dame, 279. In 8 games, he got 2,100 fucking yards, 2,151 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He fucking smoked Gino. He smoked Gino in 8 games that this guy do all year. Like, they know how to play these players in that system. That's why Sam Darnold's good, because he's in that system. He fucking knows how to play with them. Sam Darnold is just a fucking system. He's a quarterback, product of the fucking quarterback, dude. Like, straight up the system. This guy it's the word I'm looking for, is systematic quarterback. But this is why I'm just saying this guy would be just fine. And if the Raiders do have the intention that they can trade that pick to the Jets, pick up draft cap like we've talked about on this show, and then get Avery Reese and build this fucking defense and pick a quarterback next year, regardless of where Mac Jones is at. I've talked about it 50 times on this show. I literally said Andy Reid went out and traded for Alex Smith from the Niners, from Harbaugh, brought him over to the Chiefs, fucking went 13-3, traded up from the 27th spot in the NFL draft to the 10th spot, drafted fucking Patrick Mahomes, then fucking had another winning season and then gave him the fucking job. Like, there's all kinds of ways to build a team and give your quarterback that team. So however they choose to do it, it would make any way. Even if Mac Jones got 2 years with the starting, why they go after a quarterback in next year's draft. Let's just be real. I've talked about it 100 times. There are way better quarterbacks next year than in this fucking deal. Fernando wouldn't even be top 5 in next year, and he wouldn't even been top 5 in 2024. So, I mean, he would have probably made top 5. He probably would have pushed out Penix. He probably would have pushed out Penix for top 5, but that's about as far as he'd go in that draft. So, and I'm not saying Fernando can't be great. I'm absolutely not saying that. I'm not saying the kid couldn't be good. What I'm saying is the draft picks build our team faster and better, and we get better picks. I've said, if you're telling me 5 first-round picks on this roster ain't going to help it right now, I mean, that's crazy as hell. You trade Max, you can have anywhere up to 7 or 8 first-round picks on this roster right now. So If we're valuing one dude over this whole fucking franchise that he's just gonna walk on water, I mean, hell, I hope you guys would think the same thing over fucking 8 of them. You know, like, so straight up. So I would just say, like, you may not hit on all of them, but if you're hitting on 4 of them, fuck, our team's a way better team. It's not even close. So I just feel like if you can have the picks to get a quarterback next year, there's a lot of good options that can do the same shit Fernando doing right now. There's no difference in there. Will he be 6'5"? No, but who gives a fuck? There's guys that are 6'1" Super Bowls, so I don't see where the issue's at. You know, we're not playing stand behind the fucking line and pick them out. We play hike and let's run the fuck around and throw the ball now. You know, so most quarterbacks move outside the pocket to open it up, step up, move forward, run up to the line of scrimmage, still throw the fucking ball. Like, we don't just say hike and stand there. Gino does. Gino most definitely does, man. I mean, dude, Pro Bowl, I mean, fuck, let's be real. Shador just got in the Pro Bowl. I mean, that's got to be a fucking joke, bro. I mean, come on. Shador got 10 interceptions, 7 touchdowns, and this fool got in, motherfucker.
We should just cancel the Pro Bowl at this point. It's a joke.
Yeah, I didn't see that he wrote that, but yeah, I mean, that is absolutely fucking crazy as hell. And we'll use words like, he went to the Pro Bowl, man. He went to the Pro Bowl. Well, back in the day, it mattered. Today, it most definitely doesn't matter. Today's like special ed, dude. Like, you fucking went to the Pro Bowl. Here's a gold star. Fucking, you get one.
Oh my God, you got 250 yards on the season. You are a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, I ain't going motherfucking Pro Bowl. I mean, unless you're paying my flight and we're going somewhere cool, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think the Pro Bowl's a joke nowadays.
I mean, AOC would be a massive gamble to roll with if you're saying Mac Jones in that system with Kubiak versus AOC. I mean, that's a massive gamble. I mean,
that's kind of a drop off. I'm just gonna be real.
Listen, I'm not gonna argue, dude. I seen a stat line that showed Sam Darnold's first 17 starts and fucking Aiden's first 17 starts, and I've seen a lot of people comparing their first 17 to Aiden's. Aiden matches up with some of the best ever. So I'm not going to argue if Aiden got a full chance to run with it. I mean, I've been Aiden's biggest supporter. I picked him to our team in the fucking 4th round. I mean, I picked that motherfucker straight to our deal. And I told everybody that day, I said, when that motherfucker went back and had that interview, I told them all. I said, Aiden O'Connell's going to be Raider. Fucking mark it, dude. I told him straight. I knew Aiden was going to be here, and I believe in Aiden. The problem is the team doesn't believe in Aiden, and I don't know if Clint Kubiak comes here and puts his career on the line with Aiden, you know, so.
I don't think he would do that.
That'd be tough. I mean,
well,
don't get me wrong. If Tom Brady's like, listen, we don't know what the fuck Tom and them are talking about in the room. Tom can literally be saying, hey, man, would you be open to running Aiden for this year and you get your quarterback next year? Like, you know, there's nothing saying it. Aiden's on a 1 more year contract. He's on a $1.5 million. Why wouldn't you do that? It'd be the cheapest way to the next quarterback, cheapest price. Make the most sense. You might get
save us $8 million on Gino's contract too.
Damn right. And if you were moving off of your quarterback class next year, right? Let's just say you decide, like, let's say Aiden sucks and you still have those 5 first-round picks or 4. Aiden sucks. You get the quarterback for free, and you got all those picks next year's draft. I mean, that's crazy as fuck, dude. You're telling me, dude, that you can have a chance at not only getting your quarterback, but where your draft picks are. You might even get fucking Jeremiah Smith, dude. Fucking even
Arch Manning.
You know, I can't stand it. But either way, if you were getting your Arch Manning and him, holy fuck, dude. Like, come on, you tell me we're getting.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just think like we have to listen, man.
Aiden makes a lot of sense now that I said that out loud. And like, if I'm just being dead ass honest, he didn't make. And listen, re-signing Gino probably gonna hurt either way. You're gonna you're eating $8 million regardless. If he comes here and plays or sits, I mean, you're eating $8 million. Now, don't get me wrong. That might be the deciding factor because listen. Kubiak was going to Seattle to coach Gino. It was Pete's dumbass that was like, I'll give you a 3rd for Gino. You know, like he was his dumbass that took the motherfucker away. And then they went and got Sam Darnold. He was ready to coach Gino. So there's nothing saying like, hey man, they failed Geno with that O-line this year. Listen, Geno had a lot of I'm a realist. I don't like Geno, but I'm a fucking realist. There's no debate. There's absolutely zero debate to have when you watch Pickett.
Bro, we are absolutely far away from winning now.
Quarterbacks were in the game. They didn't fucking perform to Geno's stat. Geno put up big numbers and fucking deals, even with those interceptions or not. Geno's numbers were there. Aiden and Pickett's numbers did not even come close. They didn't show up one fucking time in that deal. And I know Aiden didn't get a fair shot at maybe what the in game, but all I'm saying is Pickett didn't even come close to Geno. And I don't like the guy, but you just don't know. And listen, they move off Geno next year for 0 dead cap. They play him this year on $8 million. We're paying him 18. If we cut him, we got to give him 18. Do we get
18.5, right? 18.5 to cut him, and then we save $8 million if they cut him for what, June 1st, right?
Yep. Or you just hold him for $8 million and cut him on 2027 for 0. You play 0.
Right, exactly.
So there's a big deal on that, dude. I mean, I've said it a bunch of times. Do not be surprised. Geno don't pick run the team. He can sew up all he fucking wants. He has a contract with the Raiders. He breaches that contract. We get our money, and then we can kick him off. Easy as fuck. Don't matter. And if Geno got a fuck because we fired his daddy Pete, go ahead and suck. We get Archie. So win-win for us again. So fucking see you later, bitch. You know, like if Geno really wants to stick it to the Raiders, he'll go win. If he wants to stick it to the Raiders, he'll win. So hey, let's go. Let's go play.
Well, fuck. I'll tell man. I'd tell Geno. I'd be like,
I'll call that motherfucker's bluff right now. I mean, go win, bitch. I don't care. Like you win, we look better. Like you just
be honest. I'd rather have CJ Carr than fucking Arch Manning. Sorry, I know I'm in the minority, but I believe I like CJ Carr better.
I know Arch that Manning. You're. I think
not because I'm a Notre Dame fan.
I think
that's maybe part of it, but.
CJ Carr is good, and Brady's talked about him publicly about how
Brady loves CJ Carr, man.
CJ.
Hey, I mean, I would love to get rid of Geno. I mean, if we can trade him, but there is no. Pete Carroll was okay. You got to look at it from Snyder's point, right? Snyder's just pumping along. He's like, "Fuck, we're probably gonna either have to get rid of Geno because his fool don't want to take the $1 million more to some dumb contract that it was." And they're thinking like, we're going to get rid of this fool. And then here comes Pete. Oh, hey, man, we've been friends for a long time. You think give you a third for Geno? He's like, a third? He walks back inside. He's like, this motherfucker going to give me a third for Geno. Walk out. Hey, you think we can do a second? You think we can do a second?
This dumbass is going to give us a third for him, man.
He walks right back inside. He's like, oh, got this old motherfucker just came out of the fucking mental house. Fucking, yep, got this motherfucker hook, line, saying, you know, Pete, we've been friends a long time. You know, I kind of want to help you out. Deal right here. You want to offer us one of your thirds for Geno? We got you covered, man. We want to make sure you go over to those Raiders and you succeed.
Just for you, though. Pete. We'll do it.
And he made that deal. He was like, it's fucking dumbass. I mean, just straight up, dude. Like,
I can see him hold the fucking handset like this now. They're laughing, as they're talking.
It's facts. It's facts, dude. I mean, you'd be lucky if you got a 7th round pick for Geno, dude. I mean, you'd be lucky, dude. I mean, if we're getting a 4th, I mean, let's fucking go. I trade that motherfucker right now.
It's a desperate move, man. But yeah, never mind. We've already talked. We've all beat it into the bush. Pete Carroll just has his guys, and that's it. Once he has that in his head, that's it. Nothing else matters, as Metallica would say.
That is facts. I think at the end of the day, I've said it, I don't think you need the best quarterback in the draft. If you go back and look at statistics actually say the first overall pick doesn't have the highest chance to succeed. It's usually the guys that are picked either somewhere in the 3 through 5 area of the quarterbacks that usually have a higher success in the NFL. So just because you have the first pick overall doesn't mean that that's the best quarterback. And I've said it, Joe Burrows is probably – what was that in 21? Is that he came in here in 21? Fucking 20.
I thought it was 22. But Okay,
I don't know.
I can find. I'll look it up real quick while you're talking.
It might be 2021 somewhere in there. I could be wrong, but
I'll look it up.
I would just say is first picks overall don't always pan out. Like how people are talking right now. They're saying like, what was it? Sam Darnold was drafted in their same year, right? Sam Darnold was drafted in Burrows. He was drafted in a damn good draft class in there. Fucking what was it? Josh Allen too? Was Josh Allen in that? Burrows, Josh Allen. Am I getting this fucking mixed up, man? I think it might get. I don't know. But long story short, Sam
First overall, 2020.
2020, right? Yeah,
That's what it said. Yeah.
That's what I figured. So right there, 2021. And if you look at him, he's the most high success. But then you look at Sam Darnold, he wasn't the first fucking pick in there, and he was picked against some good motherfuckers that year. And he the first one going to a Super Bowl and going to probably have a damn good chance to win it. Like the funniest thing I heard that fool in his interview when they were like, "Hey, you're the first time here at Super Bowl out of these," and he was like, "No, I was here in 23 with San Francisco." Fucker, that guy. I just think at the end of the day, the coaching most definitely matters with those type of players. Most definitely. I mean, you look at a dude like Sam Darnold, you look at a dude like Daniel Jones. I mean, there's obviously the resurrection of quarterbacks depending on where they're going and who's coaching them. Like it's just facts. So I would not be against if the Raiders waited till next year and picked a quarterback. I mean, I've said it. I mean, I've said straight up. I mean, I don't care what anybody thinks. I would take Chambus over fucking Fernando. I mean, I said that 20 times. I mean, I think Trinidad Chambus is way better fucking quarterback, dude, when it comes to pure athletic fucking arm. I mean, he doesn't have the inside the pocket accuracy like Fernando does, but who gives a fuck? This ain't the fucking 2020 or 2000 Patriots, dude. This is 25 Raiders, dude. Like, you need a guy that can run the fuck away, dude. Like, Chambus can run away and dot your ass up downfield. Like, that's the kind of guy.
He also can throw it on the run 45 to 50 yards, bro.
And on a perfect dot, like straight up.
You know what pisses me off too is like we had the chance, like regardless of how we feel, we had the chance to get Ashton Genty and still make a trade up for Jackson Dart, dude. That guy slid, and we had the opportunity to get other quarterbacks, and it's like I feel like Trinidad would be a great option in this one, but I already know I don't know. I mean, it depends on what these next conversations come up to.
That's
but
excuse, man, I agree.
If we target QBs outside drafting one, Mac Jones and Malik Johnson are the only ones who wouldn't make me fucking cringe. Yeah, no, those are the only two guys I would even give a chance to. But again, I gotta know, who's gonna be Notre Dame. How about Riley Leonard? I told y'all last year he would start this year and do better than Sanders. I mean, he played one game. I don't know how good he played.
I wasn't really here. I'm a Notre Dame fan. I know him a lot, and no, he was basically a running quarterback at Notre Dame. I was like,
literally, yeah. I'm sorry, but like, I get it, Notre Dame fans. Like, you guys made it to the national championship. All respect. But like, let's just be real. They didn't make it off of his arm. He absolutely did not make it off of his arm talent. That was a running offense. It went through him running the football. But
that's
no,
what I just said. Yeah.
And Riley didn't even. He played one game this year. So yeah. I can't even grade him. I can't grade him to say he played better than Sanders, who played more. I think Riley Leonard still has some to show. I don't know what the Colts' plans are with him, if they're ever going to give him actual play. But I think for us, man, like, I'm kind of waiting on the 2027 draft in total. I think the 2026 class, I mean, to me,
that is facts. Mitch, that is facts, bro. I mean, that is facts.
Damn. You guys are going to be some sad fools when the Raiders pick Fernando with the number 1 pick. I could care less.
No, this is what I think. If Trey Lance would have got developed right, dude, before he got thrown out in the year 1, I think Trey Lance would have been a damn good quarterback if he would have went back to college and fucking developed. I think he would have been a damn good quarterback. The problem with Trey Lance is they seen him excel one season at a high level and they thought that was what he was going to be. They had no down, they had no anything to judge tape on him. I think the NFL learned from that. I think they most definitely learned from that deal right there. But I do believe Trey Lance, he could have easily been a great quarterback, dude. I mean,
and who's to say that
Harbaugh made him play really well over there, just being in his deal. So, I mean, I think you're a product of the system, some of these guys, man.
I mean, Trey Lance, there's nothing stating that he can't come out and have better football moving forward. He just got to learn under John Harbaugh, who to me is one of the best offensive minds in the game. So I'm not going to even say that he couldn't come out and play well because he's only, 24? Like, come on, guys. Like, I get it. He's young, but he got thrown out and really.
Killer. Nobody has a problem with Fernando getting picked with the first pick.
Right.
In case you miss it, because you guys just jump in and, all you guys do is just run your big old fucking fat mouth. I mean, at the end of the day, we said we were going to talk about if you were going to fucking trade him. Like, that's what we were talking about. So we're going to talk about
We're all quite aware that most likely they're going to pick up Fernando. We're not.
Yeah, no, I have not once stated during the show that they're not taking.
Yeah, none of us have.
And also,
none of us have.
Nobody's going to be sad if we take Fernando. But what I will say is, I want us to put him in the best chance to succeed. So, I mean, again, if we're just going to be very real, like, regardless of your feelings and anybody's feelings in there, let's be real. The best thing we can do is move him back, regardless of how we feel, regardless of how your feelings are like hurt because of that thought. It's true. This team's best interest would be to trade back with the Jets and let them take Fernando and us get more value in these next two drafts. So, but are we going to do that? I don't know.
Listen to the whole show, not the highlights, man.
No,
like watching the game,
facts, dude. That's just like with some of these guys.
That's the best terminology I've heard of that.
Dude, it's great, dude.
Funny as fuck.
It is because he came in mid-conversation and thought he did something. But, I mean, I'm ready to find out who the offensive staff is and find out, what their real plan is. We don't know exactly. I know Unleash said that there was something with Kubiak wanted his own guy. There could be truth to that. There could be untruth to that. We don't know. But ultimately, I am just going to, like I said, keep your notifications on for Rares Football, man. This staff they could be hired by Friday. So I'm talking to the dudes that are saying AOC and Mac Jones. How much immediate draft capital do we get if we trade back?
I'm going to tell you right now, dude, I don't see us getting less than 4 first-round picks, dude. I don't give a fucking. Them Jets are going to pay us the fucking picks, bro. If they
yeah. And probably a second or third on top of that.
I'll go as high as 5. If I was on that, if I was on the other end of that motherfucking phone,
shit,
we are 100% starting that conversation with me not only fleecing your ass for both your first this year, I'm taking all fucking
all 3 next year.
Yeah, that's the way I'm starting the conversation. If we end up with get your 2 first this year with the second and then 2 first next year, then I'm open to game 2. But they ain't just getting this. There's no other fucking quarterback. You can still suck. That's what I would tell the Jets. You can still suck. At least we got a good backup. Fucking listen, Kyle, let me just ask the question. Do you think Kyle trade the fucking Mac Jones to the Jets? Or are you gonna trade him to Kubiak to the Raiders? I'm thinking Kubiak to the Raiders. So I'm not fucking worried. I'm not worried. I don't think we're hurting in any way, shape, or form. Do you think the Jets go try Malik Willis for another Justin Fields? I fucking think not. I think them Jets money the fuck out.
Somebody just said the Jets aren't that gullible.
The Jets are stupid. Like, they're just stupid as hell.
They're stupid as fuck. They're dumber than we are.
I know that's what gotta be trolling.
This guy said they aren't giving us anything to move up a spot.
Hey,
the Raiders
guess who will? The Cardinals probably will then too. So who gives a fuck if they don't? Who cares if they don't? Cardinals will. There's other people that'll most definitely make that trade. You want it to be, listen, just so anybody understands this, the only reason that people are so pegged to the Jets is because you're getting 5 picks in 2 years.
Right.
If I'm
Right.
going to the Cardinals, I'm probably getting it in 4 years, 4 firsts in 4 years. So you're going to try to shorten that term. So
Right.
now 4 firsts don't turn into 4 firsts. What they turn into is 3 firsts and 2 seconds. That's what you're doing. You're getting a first second from them this year.
This guy said best, desperate teams make desperate decisions, and that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, the odds are logic says you'll get 3 firsts and 2 seconds from the Cardinals. Like, that's what logic says. But
Well, see, the thing about the Jets deal, though, too, is I mean, okay, so we're not going to get our top pick for quarterback this year, which there's only one that we've already talked that to death. But you get 3 picks next year. You tell me if we get 3 first-round picks at our first-round pick, we have 4 first-round picks. You don't think we could do some willing and dealing to move up in the draft to get a really good quarterback next year?
I mean, that's facts. And look, I'm not going to disagree that the Jets would be better with Averill Reese. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. This is what I would say.
They can have them.
Scouts
We get
on
those picks
before anybody this year. The Jets had scouts on Fernando long before anybody this year. The scouts were heavily invested in Fernando Mendoza. So all I would say is just from their building, they want Fernando Mendoza. Now, at the end of the day, every person has a price on them, and every person has a deal on it. If you want this is why you want the Jets. Jets move up to us, we get their fucking draft picks, we take Averill Reese. If we trade the pick to the Cardinals, we're not getting Averill Reese.
right.
Probably O-line at that time, which there's nothing wrong with it. I've heard multiple reports in the building that they have fucking higher graded players in the first round than Fernando Mendoza. So I've said, do not be surprised if they trade the pick. There's been multiple reports that show it. What better does it take? Okay, if Tom Brady's over here talking up Fernando Mendoza, do you think you're going to get higher draft picks? I fucking think so.
Fucking A. We're sending a whole team out there to fucking go look at Fernando.
Facts. If Tom Brady says this is the next great fucking quarterback, everybody's gonna be like, huh? They're all gonna fucking hop right to that conversation. There ain't a better spokesman and salesperson than Tom fucking Brady right now. So I've said it. Don't confuse the two deals, man. There have been multiple reports that the scouts in the deal have higher grades of fucking first round talent over him. I've said I think there's a guy there in the top 5 or 6 somewhere in there that's an old lineman that's actually graded really fucking high. So like
Keenan
I said,
Proctor?
I would, I don't know who the guy's name is. I'd have to look him up. But I know he's in that top 5, and the Raiders have him graded as one of the best players in the draft. So all I would say is that, and I'm not saying over Averill Reese, I'm saying in that spot, in the position that they're picking at that spot. So, and I said, I just feel like you want the second pick because you still want to get Averill Reese. But if you can't get that and you're still getting the draft picks, it still fixes the team. So I don't see any reason why you don't do the trade. I just feel like if you trade both seconds with the Jets this year, you're getting their 2nd and 16th pick. So you're fixing your team this year. And look, I agree. I'm not going to sit here and say that those picks can't help out the Jets. They most definitely can. But let's be honest, dude. The minute that they got rid of Williams and fucking Gardner, they played better. They played better without having better players. So I don't think they need to go out there and just get all these high value. I think they go get a quarterback with the O-line that they got when they just invested in what's his name last year. That's a pretty damn good O-line. What was that guy's name, man? Started with an M, I think.
Who?
The O-lineman that the Jets picked up last year,
Armand Membu.
Yeah, Membu. He was good, dude. And I mean, they can have a line together pretty easily. So, and like again, they have Garrett Wilson and they got players, so they can most definitely help out that side. They got Bryce Hall. I mean, quarterback can make them win. Justin Fields ain't gonna make them win, man. He's not. That's not gonna happen. So I just feel like, and don't get me wrong, maybe Fernando don't either. I don't fucking know. I'm not the Jets fan. I can give two shits. What I do care about is I can take their shit. That's what I do hope. I can just take their shit. But I mean, at the end of the day, if the Jets don't want to make the trade, I have no issue with it. I would still trade with the Cardinals or any other team that would give us three first and 2 seconds. I would take that shit. But I mean, if I can fleece out them fucking Jets, I mean, I'm doing it in a heartbeat. And I would probably do that trade too. I'd probably take 2 firsts this year. Well, it wouldn't be considered 2 firsts this year because we're just swapping picks. So I would say the first round pick this year, the 16th, the second round this year. And then I would take 2 firsts in next year's draft. And bam, there we go. So, and a second. Take their second too. So 2 firsts and a second next year, and we're done. We're out of there. So, I mean, logic says we're not getting 4 or 5 first round picks. So we'll probably end up with 3. Like I said, I think I can see more of a 3 first, 2 seconds type scenario. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, if we trade, we trade. If we don't, we don't. I really can care less. I mean, I just hope whatever we do this year, we do whatever's logic. And all I would say is if Clint said that, it gives you a massive advantage. It gives you most definitely a massive advantage. The difference is Tom Brady and them open for it. And I don't know why the hell they want it. If Clint got that much balls to say, hey, I don't want to take him, I can win with somebody else. I mean, that you want that guy. So what, you're not going to listen to who he wants at the quarterback position? I mean, you'd be dumb as hell. So I think you most definitely got to listen to whoever the fuck he wants at that spot if Clint's your guy. And if you're pursuing him like the way I heard that they're about to, then I'm pretty sure you're all in on what he got to say to begin with. So I think they're okay with him picking his guy. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. What do you think, Mike?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. My bad.
No, I just feel like I got to sneeze them all.
Let's read through here real quick. I'm gonna go read some of these real fast. Go up here. This is I'm off the just not. Trade is a picks. Yes. The way I look at it is Aaron Glenn probably thinks that he most definitely needs a quarterback there, especially after he see what Jared Goff done for them over in them lines the whole time he was there. I guarantee you quarterback's weighing on that man's shoulders like no tomorrow. Like no tomorrow. You got to think about it in the NFL these days, right? If he was to draft a quarterback, do you think if Aaron Glenn doesn't draft a quarterback this year, he'll have his job at the end of the year? I think not. I think he get fired by the end of this year. Go have another year like you did. You're fucking gone. But let's just use this scenario. Let's say that Aaron Glenn drafts Fernando Mendoza. You don't think he got 2 years right away? I think he got 2 years right away. I don't think they fire him in the next 2 years. Sometimes getting a rookie quarterback most definitely save that motherfucker's job. And if he has control like they think he does in that deal, I think we're going to get those picks. So I think it's every bit of an option. And again, I've said it. I don't care if it's the Cardinals or anybody else. I mean, if they trade off a fucking and that'll just depend on who that can be Clint Kubiak too, but I don't think he goes to the Cardinals fucking out of there. I mean, I think he'd go to the Bills for sure, but Bills would make way more sense. He's not in their division. Cardinals, in the same damn division. But again, some coaches get off getting in the same division these days, I guess. So, I mean, Ben Johnson literally told fucking Green Bay to fuck off. He doesn't have no problems with it. And he's like, yep, owner got my back. I'm like, hey, that's fucking Jerry Jones for you, because Jerry Jones was at that game and he just flipped off that fucking dude. He's like, fuck you. And he got fined $250K, so.
That's an expensive bird.
Hey, sometimes when you're fucking supporting your team,
Yep, that's worth it.
$250K to him is chump change. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's over there thinking like it was every bit worth it.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably like Goodell. He probably told Goodell, I'll take you golfing. Don't worry, man. I got you. Yeah, they probably in some weirdo shit because all the time. I mean, Jerry's a weirdo, dude. I won't never forget that day Jamie Foxx was on his live and he walked by talking about that player's dick and shit, dude. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
What?
Yeah, dude. If you never heard about that?
No.
Dude, just last year, the year before, dude, Jamie Foxx was at the fucking Dallas Cowboys game. He was sitting in
Uh-huh.
the box where Jerry Jones was at. And
Uh-huh.
Jerry Jones walked by and he caught him on his live where he said, what did he tell him? He said, well, Jerry was just talking on the phone to somebody, but he was like, man, that player, he got an 8.5-inch dick, man. Like, that's what he said.
What?
By and what's his name killed the live. He was like, what the fuck, dude? Fucking killed the live. He was even following him for a second until he said it. He was like, oh, we're in that one. So he's weird, dude. But when you're a billionaire and that powerful, I mean, I guess you can say whatever fucking weirdo shit you want, you know?
I actually met him once at a Raider game in Oakland. Yeah, he came to the black hole,
Yeah, I
shook
seen him
hands
at
and stuff. Huh?
Napa.
Seen him where?
Yep. He came down there.
Oh, he came down to training camp or something?
Yeah, they
Jerry
were down
Jones?
there. They were down there fucking in
Oh, when they had joint practice?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually came down to the black hole. He was one of only a few. Herm Edwards came down there one time. That was cool. Yeah, Jerry Jones came down there. He shook my hand. He was shaking everybody's hand. Shook my hand. And I go, I smell my hand. I go, that's what a rich guy smells like.
Fuck.
I don't know what he had on his hands, man, but I'm sure it was expensive.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of them guys, I mean, I've said it. I wouldn't mind Jerry being the owner if he was still like alive in ours because that guy's for his team, man. He'll make the trades. He does all the shit when people think he's crazy. This dude just sits and finds a way to just surprise everybody. You know what I mean? Like that's what Mark doesn't do, you know, and that's kind of where I'm hoping where Tom is right now. I'm hoping Tom is the logic mind right now, saying like, hey, we don't need to be crazy and make a fucking drastic deal right now. He's sitting here saying like, we have time. We still have coaches out here. We're still a good candidate on this. I mean, I don't think Tom would put himself in the spot to go after a coach 2 years in a row where he's at a place and don't think he's going to hire him. You know what I mean? Like if he knows Clint's going back or Clint's going to the Bills, I don't think Tom's going to wait it out till after the Super Bowl to find that out this year. I think he's going to most definitely wait. You know what I mean?
We got another idiot in here. Have you whined about Sanders at all tonight? Because I don't think I have. I don't think Will ever did.
He said, why are you whining about? I don't think he's talking to us. I mean, if he is, when did I say
Oh,
anything?
maybe he's talking to somebody in the chat. I guess
I mean, I
maybe,
don't
but
know.
he's
Well, what did I say? Sanders sucks and he getting his feelings. I mean, good fucking, I can give a fuck.
well, he was taking jabs at us earlier
Oh, he said right
too.
there, he said talking about somebody in chat. Yeah, because I mean,
Okay.
I can care less. I mean, Sanders had 10 interceptions, 7 touchdowns, and made the Pro Bowl. I mean, that's a fucking joke. Absolute fucking joke. Now, do I think Sanders could do something or be? Yeah, I'm not gonna argue it, dude. He has a lot of play talent, but Tom Brady said one of the reasons he didn't take Sanders is because of the way he gloats and celebrates by himself. He more points to doing things himself than doing it with the team, and that means a lot to Tom. Tom had a lot of success being able to celebrate his wins with his team. And I feel like he believes that if you're going to have equal success in the NFL, he's going by what he knew best. Tom needs to find that true leader in that pocket that'll rally his fucking sideline, like when he was in that Atlanta game and he told him, we just need one more touchdown. Just give me one more touchdown. And then fucking next thing you know, he gets a touchdown. He's just one more touchdown, just one more. And they get a field goal and just one more, man. Then fucking next thing you know, boom, they're right in the game. Most people would have fell apart on that bench and never fucking that would have never fucking happened. And that's all I think Tom's looking for the Raiders. I think Tom needs to find and listen. I watch a lot of interviews about Mendoza since he's been out of the college, over these last few weeks. This kid's a whole different kid. And I do not question this kid's will to work, dude. Like, I absolutely do not question the will of him working. And I believe that's what it's going to be at the end of the day, is somebody that is not afraid to get dirty, somebody that is not afraid to be tortured and fucking trained to a certain deal. I think he welcomes the invite to take on Tom Brady and what he's going to bring to him. And I mean, I think that's a big deal. He's the only quarterback in this draft, but he has the fucking heart of a lion, like, yeah, and he's not bad. So there's nothing saying Fernando is bad. Nobody's even saying that. He has maybe what Tom Brady thinks that this team needs. And that's all I'm saying. If Fernando is game to come to the Raiders, play for the Raiders, and know he's been coming to a losing place, that no matter who's been here, and he's ready for it. I'm telling you, I mean, I don't know. I want to kick him to the side. I can tell you that right now. I mean, I think it's awesome that you have people like Davis and Clint and fucking Fernando that would all like to be here. Like, I have no issue with it. I mean, I like that Euro and all them still, like, they want to be here too. Like, there's a lot of coaches that just make you think like, hey man, if the Raiders were to get any of these tandems, dude, like, we can be a really good team again. So I just don't think we can. I think you got to keep every option open. And if Fernando is that guy that Tom Brady sees in him and thinks I can mold him over the next few years, then that's what we do. I mean, I'm not going to go against Tom Brady in the way he views that position. I mean, nobody can tell him how to do it better. Like, no one can tell him. And he knows what that vision looks like because he did it. And when he's around somebody else, all Tom can say is if this guy was in the huddle, what would I do? Would he do it too? That's all he can do. And if he knows that guy ain't afraid to stand up and tell your lineman to get your shit together, or tell your dude fucking wipe it off, let's fucking go, because he dropped the pass down there and then the next play takes you fucking 80 yards for a touchdown. I mean, that's what true leaders do, man. They get you to brush it off and not soap over the little fucking things that, that go out there. Like, it's even like I said, why was Josh Allen and all them crying? Did they know that his coach was getting fired before that game? So that's why they're crying at the end, because they knew that, hey, we lost. That game didn't mean that much. There's no fucking way that we're over here crying in the division round fucking that bad over the deal. Like, I just can't see that, dude. I mean, I have yet to see Lamar break down, and I don't even know if he's even won a fucking playoff game yet. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's won a wild card. I don't know. But I just don't think I think you're going to hurt, but I think you cry in like game like what happened yesterday, like when it fucking matters, when it's Super Bowl or go the fuck home, like I just feel like the Bills over dramatic, that whole deal right there. I mean, I'm not going to go against how somebody should feel, but I don't think you should have been crying like a little girl. Like, I mean, I think you're crying like a little girl because your coach is getting fired. Like, that makes sense. But outside of that, don't fucking make no sense. Like, the team's been competitive. They win a lot in the regular season. They're competitive in the postseason. They haven't been able to pull the trigger, but fuck, there's a lot of teams that's done that. And then one day they pull the trigger and they get their shit done. Like, that's a lot of teams, but they should be grateful that they're even there challenging for that spot to begin with. We ain't been there and God, who knows how fucking long. You know what I mean? So 2002, fucking, oh, there you go. But I just feel like at the end of the day, like for us, like I've said, I just feel like if Clint can come here and get another guy and he can trade that pick, that's way more valuable than anything we can talk about, and if he comes here and he wants to take Fernando, then fucking take Fernando. I mean, I'm not against it. I could absolutely care less. I just feel like what is the right choice at this moment? Davis Webb's really high candidate on here. You have Dabo now just slipped right in the back door for a double interview in fucking not even a week, like literally not even in a week. So Dabo has to be on the radar regardless of what anybody's sources are saying. This motherfucker backdoor dude. So did Joe Brady. Joe Brady literally just popped off, but he just got done with his interview. Dabo wasn't in no fucking interviews. He been off team for a minute. So like I said, I just think certain things. I think you're going to always interview Joe Brady, but I do not think Joe Brady's a better fucking. I don't think he would be a better coach than Clint Kubiak. Like, I do not believe that at all. So I don't know why. I don't know why we're taking him. I mean, I've said that guy. That guy gives me Luke Getzey feelings, dude. Like that. That's what that guy gives me, dude. Like he's good with the fucking Aaron Rodgers or Josh Allen, but I don't know if he'll be good without him. Like straight up, dude. Like he gives me Luke Getzey feeling all day long, dude. But and he's good with where he's at. But I mean, when anybody got the greatest quarterbacks in the whole NFL, you always look way better than the fuck you are. I mean, quarterback's out there doing what he's doing. Your play breaks down. He's the one extending it and turning it into something. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings on Joe Brady. Like, but I mean, if you're looking at Clinton, I mean, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I
What do you
mean,
think?
yeah, he's got some shiny stats, or in his career, but I don't know if I want. I don't know if he fits with our team. Maybe it's because I want either Kubiak or Webb, and so I'm just not on him. But he has you know won some awards and stuff for what he's done in Buffalo.
Marquise, what is it? Marquise Brown says Raider fans think Webb's the answer. Laughing my fucking ass off. Davis will be fired after the first season, like they did. Pete Webb didn't call plays in Denver and don't have head coach experience. Other season down gone. Haha. All right, let me use an example real quick. Right? Do you think Josh McDaniels called plays? Do you think Josh McDaniels called plays before he took the Miami job? Josh McDaniels didn't call plays, and he never called plays at any point in his career. He left out of Kyle Shanahan's deal, went straight to Miami, was the head coach, and he fucking was sixth best offense in the league the first year, and he was the first best offensive in the league the second year. So just because he doesn't call plays doesn't mean that he can't be successful. That's for goddamn sure. Like I've said this about the Dolphins, both coaches that decided to fucking fire Tua, they both got fired. Brian Flores tried to fire Tua in the first place, and they fucking shit canned him. And Mike McDaniels wanted to fucking get rid of Tua, and they shit canned him too. Like Josh, I fucking hate when I say that. Mike McDaniels was not the reason that the fucking Miami just fell off, dude. Fucking Tyreek Hill fucking got in his little fucking deal. Waddle, all of a sudden Tua couldn't see Waddle over the line, which he just dominated and 22 and 23 dominated with them. But for some reason that last year he just couldn't see the motherfucker over the line. Like, we could all have an opinion of saying just because a coach doesn't call plays or something isn't going to ever be good. There's plenty of coaches that didn't call plays and went on to be just fine. So we can't always use that narrative is why somebody won't be good, or that's just a narrative in someone's opinion. Nobody's going to know until that dude gets to that organization, starts coaching, and I'm going to stand on this. And I'm going to stand on it just like I've stand on it for years. A player is as good as the coaching staff that he's drafted to. There's a lot of people like Calvin Johnson and fucking Aaron Rodgers and all these dudes that went places that gelled really well with somebody on that staff that got them to the point that they were, Tom Brady included. They all gel with somebody. The only time that coaches or players don't is when high draft picks go to different organizations. They don't gel with motherfucker, and then they're ousted in the next 4 or 5 years from the NFL. Sometimes it matters where the coach fucking goes because of who's there running it, who's their personnel, who's there to back you up. Like it most definitely matters, man. Like, so I've always said, you can have the best talent, man, but if you don't have the best people behind you, that shit don't mean shit. I mean, I think Webb is a very, very smart fucking man. And I bet every person that said the same shit about McVay was probably kicking themselves right in the fucking ass because McVay was 30 years old. He got hired as a fucking head coach. He's created one of the most dominant link trees in all of football, which is not his link tree, but he runs a very prominent link tree. Then he fucking goes out there, fucking wins a Super Bowl in what, 8 years? Or it was 5. It was 5. He wanted at 35, right? So he was hired at 30, wanted at 35, and he's been in the league for 8 years. So again, at the end of the day, I've said it. I think you're in an era anymore. There's a lot of great coaches that go places and excel at a very, very high level. Look at some of the DCs that are getting hired right now, and then watch how they perform next year in their deals. And they were just DB coaches. Like, there's going to be a lot of guys that excel. I mean, obviously, that's how the next wave of coaches come in. That's how the next people. Everybody says, "Oh, it's the Kyle tree and it's the McVay tree." No, that was the Bill Walsh fucking tree, and they just fabricated certain things in that motherfucker. That was their daddy's tree, Mike fucking Shanahan, and then they just altercated certain things. Just like I said, how you line up out there, what kind of motions and plays you're coming. They're running the West Coast motherfucking Bill Walsh fucking goddamn offense. So I don't care how you tweak the shit and then put your final piece on there. That offense has been one of the most prominent offense. But you think it's coincidence that it was 5 out of the 6 teams in the playoffs all ran that same West Coast offense, and only the one team that didn't was the Bills that run the spread? Like, you don't find that to be coincidence? I mean, fucking, it's one of the most powerhouses in the fucking NFL. And if it's ran right by their people, they most definitely win all the goddamn time. So, like I said, I think you're just a product of what you got in there. And I think Kubiak knows it very well. I think Davis Webb knows it very fucking well, too. Like I said, go ask Sean Payton how he views Davis Webb, and he'll talk that guy fucking high as fuck. Like he said, he thinks he's a smart motherfucker. Like, he's a fucking super genius, dude. Like, and Sean's not stupid. Sean's a very educated coach, dude. So if we are not looking to take his shit from him, we are just dumb. We're just dumb, man. I don't give a fuck if we hire them and fucking fire them next year. I can care less. They're not going back over there right away. So, I mean, they're hurt. That's a hurt move. That's a hurt move. That takes you right out of the Super Bowl right away. Fucking, you lose Vance and you lose Webb. You're goddamn hurting hard. And then not only that, just imagine the staff they're going to bring off that team. They're going to take all kind of fucking backup coaches over here. So, like I said, that can hurt a team right away. And I don't care. I'll fire them on tomorrow. I'll fire them tomorrow. Fucking, they ain't going back to that team. So who gives a shit? Fucking see you later. But I said, this is chess, not checkers, man. Like, you fucking play for the bigger game here, dude. Like, I want to play to win. I want to play to take your shit from you. Like, if we're not sitting here saying the Broncos is one of the best fucking teams in the division this year, and you got the fucking, now you got the Chargers with fucking Josh McDaniels, dude, which is the best OC. I keep saying Josh, Mike McDaniels, the best OC for fucking Herbert's ever fucking had. And then you got then what? Now we got Andy Reid back with Eric Bieniemy, the best OC they've had. Like, we're sitting fucking ducks over here. We're sitting fucking ducks over here, dude. Like, you're telling me I can't poach their fucking defensive coordinator and their pass game coordinator, and I'm taking their shit right now. Then you tell me I don't get their linebacker coach or fucking, other guys, and I'm taking that fucker too. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take as many of their people as I can. So fuck the Broncos. I'll take all their fucking team, But I've said it, if you get Vance and you get Webb, that's a very easily possibility. So, and I would not be against it, man. I mean, there's a few tandems out here. I would most definitely not cry if it happened. If it was Vance Joseph and Webb, I wouldn't cry because I know Webb will be the future of the team. If we looked at Clint Kubiak, and I don't know who the fuck he's bringing. I mean, if he got Raheem Monster somehow, I mean, that'd be a great fucking tandem. I will not lie. Raheem Monster and and Clint Kubiak. I mean, that'd kill it. And then and I don't even know if Raheem got a job. I have no fucking idea. I can probably look it up, but I would just say if you got Davis Webb and Jim Leonard, I mean, fucking great tandem again. Like, there's some good fucking tandems here, like there's some good tandems. I think we're gonna sign. I mean, look, dude. I think they're gonna interview their coaching staff. I would say we would sign Webb tomorrow, but I just really think that they're gonna do it at the end of the week. I think once they can interview Vance, because I heard Vance is coming here Wednesday. I'm telling you, we're gonna hear something about Clint that Tuesday, tomorrow, or Wednesday. I think we're gonna have a good idea by Friday where we're standing and who we're going with. Al Harris, I would take in a heartbeat, bro. That guy is probably the best DB coach in all football. He plays for the fucking Bears, dude. Fucking, he just had that dude fucking again with the most interceptions in a season. That dude's a fucking little baller.
Okay,
No,
I just looked it up for you, Dustin. No, Raheem Mostert has not been signed by a team as a coach. Instead, Las Vegas Raiders signed the veteran running back to a 1-year contract in March of 2025 to play. What?
oh no, Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator, Raheem
Oh,
Morris.
shit, I'm sorry. I'll start again.
I mean, don't get me wrong, boy. If you can get Clint Kubiak and Raheem Morris here, dude, I mean, holy shit. That would be the way to go, man, if I'm just being honest.
Okay, it says that as of January 2026, Raheem Morris no longer with Latin Falcons as they parted ways. We know all that. All 2 seasons for the teams. Status right now is fired by the Falcons. It doesn't say that he's been hired yet.
Yeah, I mean, if we can bring him here, I mean, that's a massive upgrade over Patrick Graham, like
Wait a minute.
a mile.
I
If no
just see
one's
another one here.
Leonard or Patrick Graham, like, are you saying like you don't want Jim Leonard over Patrick Graham, or are you saying like no, like would you pick one of them? I'm not understanding that conversation right there. And I would not pick Patrick Graham. I would pick Jim fucking Leonard in a heartbeat, dude. I mean, Jim Leonard, if he gets a year of a rookie mulligan deal, that guy's gonna fucking kill it.
Okay, I just found another article, and it says that the Falcons have signed Raheem Morris to a 5-year deal.
Nah, they're full of shit. He was just the head coach.
I know, I know.
Yeah,
That's what I don't get.
he's not hired by anybody right now.
Yeah,
I can tell you right now. Watch, give me
that
two
was off
seconds.
the Falcons wire.
Yeah, I'll be
So you
like,
know how good their fucking information is. I don't know. Yeah, he's still free. I'm pretty sure.
he's not hired by nobody. Nobody. You know, the thing I was thinking about, which is hell funny when I was reading this, I'm like, everybody talked up AP getting a fucking head coaching job for the Giants, and the minute Harbaugh got up, they just wiped all them motherfuckers right off the board. Fucking see you later, fucking. I ain't even talking about it. There's something here saying that uh Pittsburgh can be gunning him down for Mike McCarthy.
I thought they already hired Mike McCarthy.
No, his defensive coordinator for Mike McCarthy at
Oh,
the Steelers.
oh,
I don't know if that happens, but if we can get a Clinton and Raheem, I would take that. I would take that staff.
Yeah, I had to go make a snack, man. For some reason, I got the munchies. I have no idea why.
Well, I guess you learn something every day here. Guess what? Raheem Morris and Kubiak actually do have a connection. They were on the same staff in 2023 with the Rams. Fucking uh,
Hmm.
Raheem Morris was the fucking defensive coordinator, and Clint Kubiak was the offensive pass game coordinator.
Huh. NFL is a small world, man. Very small world.
I mean, boy, can you imagine if he says, "Hey, man, I got fucking Raheem Morris." I mean, hey, that just makes him even that more intriguing right now. I didn't know he had connection with him, and I know he'll look to take a defensive coordinator job. And what better to do it with somebody that comes from your same shit and is that high? Like Clint Kubiak's going to be a high sought after candidate because of what he can do on the offensive side of the ball. So if you're looking at Raheem Morris looking to get back in the NFL, what better way than saying, "Hey, let me come over there, Coach Max and all of them, and you're going to run that offense." I mean, god dang, we'd be fucking killing it year one probably. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I absolutely didn't know that. Because in my mind, I always think that Clint was the one that was with the Niners the whole time. But it wasn't Clint, it was Clay. Clay's been with the Niners the whole time.
Well,
He's
he's
been
with them
there,
right now.
yeah, he's been there a long time. He's been there since
Hmm.
like fucking '08, I think '08. Fucking, he's been there a long time with the Niners.
Yeah, we interviewed him too. The
Yeah,
Raiders
but
did,
the
I think.
Niners
Right?
didn't even fuck around with that. Niners went and
Hmm.
fucking paid that fool right away.
Yeah, they did.
Hmm.
How many people have leveraged us
I
with
mean, multiple.
contracts?
I mean, they weren't
I
even fucking
swear to
playing. I
God,
mean,
man.
that should
It
go
seems
a few
like
days.
everybody does.
Arizona
And
wants
Matt Stafford, for one. I mean, that's just
you
one of
trying
the
to
more recent ones.
like McDaniels. I mean, dude, if he pulled out of that, if he pulled out of Raider Nation 510, if he pulled out of Arizona, dude, for the Raiders defensive job, I mean, I'd be so killer, man. He said, "I thought the Cardinals wanted Mike LaFleur. They took him to dinner tonight and they meeting with him to." I thought I heard Arizona flew up and got that motherfucker. If I'm just being honest, I heard that Arizona flew up and grabbed him. So he might be locked in over there with the Arizona. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I heard today somebody told me that Arizona was flying to pick up LaFleur to fucking run him back. And that's almost the same. That's the same shit the Giants did with fucking the Giants did with Harbaugh. They did that same shit. So
Damn, man.
I wouldn't put it past them if they did to go and hire him. He
That's an
said he was
expensive.
just
That's an
saying,
expensive
he's
Uber.
saying to do that if we weren't if we was saying sign Al Harris if we're not signing Leonard or PG. That's what I thought. I thought everybody a branch of some tree. That's facts. I mean, that's 100%
Yep.
fact there. Tampa 2 barely works anymore. Very true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not running
A good system comes out, and then the teams learn how to defeat it. That's what happens.
Yeah, if you're
They
not
come up
running
with
a
something new.
hybrid mix anymore, you're right. Your defenses are just stagnant anymore. You got to be running them hybrids, man. If you got that 4-3-3-4 fucking and even got Barron that shit, I mean, you can murder teams, man. Would it be wise if the Raiders signed Webb as their head coach to bring in a guy like Matt Nagy with playoff and Super Bowl?
I don't want Matt Nagy.
Listen, I don't want him either. But if they brought him in as the OC, I'm just gonna say, man, he had Patrick Mahomes and fucking sucked. So I'm just gonna be honest. He didn't do too well with them last few years. Dude, I heard Andy Reid today literally advocated for Nagy and said like he hopes that Nagy gets a second chance at being a head coach. Like I've
We'll
heard,
retire and hire him.
yeah, and if I'm gonna be honest with you, I heard that Arizona was the ones in on Matt Nagy, so I could be wrong on that, but I heard Arizona was in on Matt Nagy, and but again, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I think the goal for us is somebody that can develop Fernando because everybody knows we're going to draft Fernando, right? So I think the number one conversation just has to be if you're hiring a coach to fix Fernando, then no, I'm not getting Matt Nagy. He's garbage, bro. Like, he's fucking garbage. And I'm not doing that.
That pretty much sums it up.
I mean, why don't we just go hire fucking Greg Olson? I mean, let's just go hire Greg Olson and make him the fucking OC. I mean, I'd be down for that in a heartbeat. Dude, I heard Wink Martindale. I heard Wink Martindale is over with isn't he the lead candidate for the Browns job right now?
I have no clue.
I think he's the lead candidate for the Browns job is Wink Martindale.
I can look it up for you if you want.
Yeah, I know he's leading somewhere for is that where they said he was going? They think he's in the lead to take the Jets defensive defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I'm showing that he has no current evidence that he's suggesting a connection between Wink Martindale and the Cleveland Browns.
That's the Jets. He's it was the Jets. He's indicating the New York Jets are interviewing a defensive coordinator vacancy for considered one of the top candidates, but not officially hired. Has been announced yet. I mean, I would take Wink Martindale. I mean, fucking, he had that falling out with Dabo in the Giants, but he does have familiarity with them. So, I mean, I would not put that past him, man. So, and plus, I mean, isn't he's a fucking hardball guy too. So, I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to end up going back to the Giants either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it Nathaniel? Yeah, I mean, didn't Grant pull out of that? I thought Grant pulled out of there too for that deal. You know, the Browns can hire him all they fucking want. Good fucking kudos for them. They're going to still fucking suck. So, great hire. Great fucking hire. I wish I was in their fucking division. Like, we would just kick the shit out of them. Yeah, I mean, I know Wink was over there in Michigan. I know that they fucking let him walk. And then I heard them say, but it says right here, it's the Jets. Jets defensive coordinator. Now, I don't know if the Jets hired him because it would have said right here that they hired him. And it says most recent coaching job, Michigan Wolverines, current status, unemployed, interviewed by NFL jobs, by the Jets DC role. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If you got Webb with him, I would absolutely not be against it. I would do that shit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought Jim Schwartz was the lead candidate over there, in my opinion. That's what I thought it was. Jim Schwartz is fucking badass, dude, and they want to keep him there as the defensive coordinator. And I heard that he was the lead candidate there. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's any fucking guy that'll want to be there at this point. Yeah, I mean, Webb has a lot of connections to build a staff in the NFL. He has a lot. I've said it. That guy just blows you away with the connections he has. Like, he just blows you away, man. Like, I've said it. He got deeper roots than Kubiak does for damn sure. Not even close. I mean, I would say yes to this question. I would say not only does he have the staff, he has the backing between Peyton to make it happen. I would say yes. I think with everything Webb, his resources and people all around the NFL, I mean, I think goddamn right he can. And I think he'll hire a damn good staff too. I've said it. He has the chance to go young, have a lot of good young core people that create their link tree going forward in the future. Like, they can most definitely do it. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I mean, the more I think about it, I mean, I would not be against fucking if there was a possibility of Clint with Raheem. I mean, come on, name a better defensive coordinator that's on the market and a better offensive coordinator on the market. I mean, I would call that a fucking steal. I mean, if I'm just being dead ass honest with you, I would have to call that a fucking steal. So would be nice to still score. I mean, fuck, that would be great. I mean, our defense would kill it with Max, dude. I mean, I think Webb will be our head coach for sure if Kubiak backs off. If Kubiak backs off, I think you can wrap it up to Webb. I don't think anybody else will match up to what they're looking at with him. I just don't see what the big deal with Nathan Schillhouse is, dude. I mean, the guy just came out of college. He runs a college scheme, and they're just praising this fucking guy to that high extent. I mean, that's mind blowing. Dude, I'm telling you, I just want to know something. Did Vance Joseph not just dog the shit out of every defensive team this year in sacks? I mean, just murder them. I mean, I think he beat them by like
wasn't even close.
Like by 20, right? I mean, he just murdered their ass, dude. Like, Vance got great defense, fucking picking off motherfuckers to sacking motherfuckers. Like, he killed it. And if fucking Bo Nix was in there, they would probably be in the Super Bowl, man. I mean, I'll be dead ass honest, dude. I mean, Bo Nix is a running motherfucker, dude, and he would have ran for yards in that deal. I strongly believe that game would not have went the way it did with Stenham for sure. And that game was close with Stenham. So
Stidham started off good, then he just fell off from there.
And I mean, fucking Peyton fucked him by not taking that field goal right off the get-go, dude. I mean, they fucked that game up themselves right there. But I would still say, like, if Bo was in there, that game would probably been a whole hell of a lot different. Now, I'm not going to say Drake couldn't have still won that game, but I'm not going to say it'd be as easy a win in that game as this one was. That's for sure. So,
yeah, because
I said his defense is stout, bro. Like his defense is stout. Like I would do anything to have the
Well,
Raiders have a defense like that. Holy fuck.
his defense has been carrying him the whole year.
Damn right. Hey, let's talk truth. That's fucking truth right there. Bo Nix has not been that fucking
Right.
that guy. He has not been that guy.
He's been the game managers. The
Damn
defense
right.
is keeping them in the games, giving them
Dude,
a, you're talking about all these late game heroics by Bo Nix. Well, they probably wouldn't have been there late game heroics if you were a better quarterback. You'd already be winning. You wouldn't have to have all these comebacks and wins, one score game wins and shit, leading the NFL and all time and one score game wins for a season. Well, if you're a better quarterback, maybe you wouldn't be in that situation. The only reason you were still in there was because your defense held them to that one score thing, to where you could pass them. Yeah, so yeah, it was all defense.
facts. Facts. A question to everybody, even the chat and all. If there was a coach you didn't want to see the Raiders hire, who would that be?
I'll say Nagy.
You got my vote on that one. I mean,
Let's see. There's a few of them. I don't want to see Mike LaFleur either. Don't want to see Clay Kubiak. I heard Clay Kubiak got signed
he
up
got
by the
re-signed.
Niners. Yeah, he
He's
got
re-signed by
re-signed,
the
didn't
Niners.
he?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want him either. There's a bunch of them on here, but I'd say Nagy tops my list.
I would say Nagy 100%. I think Nagy has to be probably the worst. And then it's fucking Mike LaFleur. It's Mike LaFleur and fucking Nagy. Because Mike LaFleur goes over there to the fucking. Listen, I agree. Okay, I'm not going to say, and this is where I do agree with. Do the Jets suck? Yes, they fucking absolutely suck. I mean, I don't care who the fucking. I think the last time they even went to a playoff was with Ryan Fitzpatrick. But long story short, I mean, they've been a failing place for a long time. I mean, the last time I think I thought they were like at least winning was when Brian was there as the head coach. So I don't. When what was that Sanchez and them? Fucking wasn't it Mark Sanchez was the
Mark Chance, who was Brian Flores? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
I mean, fucking. I think fucking that was the last
the
time.
USC quarterback.
Yeah, I felt like that's the last time I remember the Jets being anything worth a fuck. And then I swear I thought it was Ryan Fitzpatrick that was on that team because Ryan Fitzpatrick, if everybody remembers, he was the one that turned the Bills. He was the one that turned the Bills to the playoff. They haven't been there in all those years. Then he flipped them, and then they pushed them off the very next year. Fucking coach and player. I think that was when they got Allen right after that. But it was Fitzpatrick that took that team back there. And then they ended up hiring that head coach and got Allen, a few years after. But I feel like that was where all that made that change. But I don't know. I mean, the Raiders got a lot of good options out there, I guess. That's all I would say. They have a lot of good options. They can put a few good tandems together. I mean, I just think you got to be smart about what coaching staff you can bring with those players, what people. I mean, and I'm telling you, if you got Raheem Monster and motherfucking Clint Kubiak, I mean, I think you just killed the. I just think you killed the fucking head coaching hire. I don't know if you can get better than that. I don't know if statistically you can get. You got to remember Raheem Monster. And I could be wrong about this, but he ran one of the top defenses in the history of the NFL, didn't he? When he was with the with the Rams that year. What was that with Aaron Donald? All them fucking 23, 2, 3, somewhere in there. But I mean, I would take that in a fucking heartbeat. Let's see something. I mean, even when he was with the Rams, he was only top 10 defense. He was top 20 with the Rams in 22, 18th in 23, bottom 5 the first year with the Falcons. Second year, he was mid-tier, top 15. This year, he was top 10. Says Morris has never consistently had a top 10 overall defense for a full season, strictly as defensive coordinator, though. So,
Yeah, it sounds like he had one good year or decent year.
yeah, it's what it most definitely looks like. So, basically, his best year as a coordinator was 2021. It said Atlanta's defense did improve year over year under his watch, raising from a low ranked earlier in the tenure to a middle to upper tier by the end. I don't know. That's a tough one now.
Mm.
Because you think about it, I mean, is he? I think he said earlier that he was a favorite for the Cardinals job, but I haven't heard about him. Let me see. I mean, it says that he's one of the top. There's 3 candidates. So multiple reports indicate the Cardinals have narrowed their head coaching search to a short list that indicate Raheem Morris, along with Anthony Campanelli and Mike LaFleur.
All of our favorites.
Yeah, and they're saying that Mike LaFleur is more favored to land that job.
Hmm. Good luck.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Good luck.
Thing, Raider Nation, won't have to wait on Kubiak. If what I just learned tonight from Dustin's true, that we could basically do a gentleman's contract this week, and they can actually announce it. That's the part I did not know. They can actually announce it this week if they choose to do so. So we don't have to wait on him because I think he's coming in Wednesday or something.
I think they'll try to get him. Well, he can't enter our building. It'll be a Zoom.
Right, it's going to be a Zoom call, yeah,
Yeah, and
or one of those
I'm
type of things.
positively sure they can do it tomorrow. They can interview him as soon as tomorrow. So I think it'll just depend on when he wants to take that interview this week. I would
Right.
think the sooner the better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't know what his schedule is if he can, if he's already got other Zoom meetings planned as well, when he could, see us. But from what I'm hearing is true that he really likes the sound of the Raiders job. I'm sure he'd probably make it a priority. I don't know. So it just means it seemed kind of weird that coaches they really shouldn't have time as they're preparing for the Super Bowl to be doing job interviews. It just seems weird.
A lot of coaches.
I know they do it, but
Pass. I've heard a lot of coaches ask them to put it off until it was over with.
right. It just seems like a distraction. I mean, how can it not be a distraction? This is a Super Bowl, man. 100% of your working time should be spent on that. What kind of message does it send to your players? Maybe it's not as strong as it would be in college football, but I mean, still. I mean, if you got college players or coaches interviewing with other teams, man, 'cause it probably means more there than it does in the NFL. I don't know. Just seems weird to me. I know, Mitch.
So look, I'll
Me
read
and
you.
you agree on a lot of things, man. Mitch.
I'll read you guys the rules for the hire.
Okay.
So it says yes, they can agree to hire him, even if he's still coaching through the Super Bowl with Seattle, but he cannot start working for them until Seattle season is over. How it works under the NFL rules: Las Vegas can conduct interviews, reach a verbal or written agreement, announce the hire publicly. This happens all the time. Clint Kubiak must finish the Super Bowl run with the Seattle Seahawks, not perform any duties for the Raiders until the Seattle season ends. This is a standard NFL protocol. Why this is normal, we've seen this exact setup done dozens of times. Coaches hired during playoff runs, press conferences, delay start dates set for after the Super Bowl, installing scheme, run meetings, recruiting staff, review Raiders tape. Like you can't do, like Clint can't do any of those. He can't
Right,
install
right.
scheme, run meetings, recruit staff, review Raiders tape
Well,
until they are done all the way.
right. That's
Once
another thing I didn't know. I didn't know they could do a written contract
it says
before.
once the Seattle Seahawks season ends, win or loss the Super Bowl, Kubiak is free to immediately report and start work.
Yeah, I didn't know they could do a written contract yet. That's news to me too. I mean, while he's still coaching,
Yeah, and just
that's
like I
something.
said earlier, it's up to them if they want to
Right.
tell
Well,
the
I thought that.
NFL that they want to hire him at that time. They do not have to
Yeah.
disclose it.
Right. I just thought it was like a gentleman's contract. Is what I'm saying, though. I didn't know they could actually do a written contract where they have it on
Yep, it says they
paper,
can
and
do a written
he's actually
contract.
he's actually signed it. I didn't know they could do that. I thought it was just a handshake, wink, wink. This is what we're going to give you, type of thing. Hmm.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, from everything I've heard, dude, is he's pegged here. So, I mean, and strongly. Like he's
Yeah.
not just like from what I've heard, Tom Brady is pursuing this guy with every bone in his body. So I don't know how you beat off the Bills. Like if I'm just being dead ass honest, like the Bills are waiting on him too. Like it's not a
Right.
no brainer. And the Bills
Hmm.
have the same people in interest: Brian Dabo, Webb, and Clint Kubiak. So they most
Yeah.
definitely have the same people we have in mind on our same list.
Who
But
gets them first?
the only thing that keeps tripping me out is when Ian Rappaport did his list this morning on Pat McAfee, the McAfee show.
Hmm.
He said on the show, he said, I believe the coaches or the teams, the Raiders, all these, he said, I believe they'll all have their coaches probably lined in by Wednesday. And he did not mention Clint's name when he said the Bills and the Raiders have the same people in mind for coaches.
Mm.
Never said Clint Kubiak's name. He didn't say it on the Bills. He didn't say it for the
Hmm.
Raiders. He didn't say it for nobody.
Right.
So that part almost makes me think like, I mean, why would he have did that if he didn't think that he was going back to Seattle? You would think Clint's name would have been the first fucking dude up on that list. I didn't hear him say it for either team.
Yeah.
So he didn't say either one of them. He said the names I literally just said: Dabo, Webb, and fucking
Yeah, yeah.
who was the other one, man? He said the third name, but I just thought it was weird because I was like, well, fuck, you don't think you had said Clint? But either way, Clint, I think, like I said, there's always the possibility Clint goes back 100%. I mean, I'm just gonna be dead ass honest, dude. Like I think 100%. And then yeah, and you know the thing I think about is why didn't the Bills just promote Joe Brady? Like, you don't think that would have made sense if Joe Brady's up for head coaching job? Isn't his contract up this year too, I think? Like, why wouldn't they just promote him to head coach? Like, I don't know. They developed that fucking guy. You would think when you're getting rid of your head coach like you did, I would think you'd want to promote the dude that literally been working with Josh Allen all the last fucking few years. Like, so I don't know why they ain't hiring him. If they don't want to hire him, I mean, why the fuck are we trying to hire him? You know, like that's the shit I think about all the time. But I'm not gonna lie, man. If Tom Brady can pull off the Clint Kubiak hire, I mean, let's be real. That'd be a great hire. It'd be a great fucking hire, man. I've always said I got my personals. Like I like Webb. I'm a push for Webb, but I have no issue with fucking Clint being the head coach. You know what I mean? Like I have zero issue with it. So
Or McDaniels.
yeah, I mean, well, McDaniel's signed with the Chargers. He's not. He's done.
Yeah, unless he gets offered a head coaching job.
Nope. They finalized him. He's done.
Well, I
He's
know that they signed him to some, but I thought there was still
he pulled
a
himself out.
stipulation that says if he gets a head coaching job, he can still get out of it.
Not today. Today they did
Okay,
that.
after the date, it was different. Okay, I heard wrong again.
Yeah, they today, man. Today he is he's the Chargers OC going forward. He is not taking no head coaching job. He will be
Okay,
the OC for the Chargers for the 2026 season.
okay. I heard he signed today, but I thought there was a stipulation.
Nope,
So
they pulled that shit right out.
obviously I got
It,
bad.
it wasn't bad because see last week that's what it was. Last week the
Mhm.
deal stated in the contract that he was still open for the
Right.
for it. But I think the Raiders probably notified him and told him that they're going to go in a different direction. Therefore, he probably just pulled himself from the deal and signed that fucking deal. So I
It's kind of weird it all happened around the same time, isn't it?
yeah, I mean I'm almost sure they with all the news going around about them
Yeah.
and having them, you know, still interested, they were probably like, well, we'll nip this in the butt real quick. So, like I said, he
Yeah.
wasn't signing on that deal due to that stipulation. But that after today, that he is the OC for them. He will not take a head
Okay.
coaching job.
Maybe I misunderstood what I heard. I thought they said he was still, eligible, but yeah, it doesn't make sense if you ink a
Don't get me
contract.
wrong. I mean, I think anybody's eligible just because of the title of being an OC. You know what I mean? Like anybody's
Yeah,
still open to the deal, I would imagine. I mean, if the Bills
that's
told them,
true. Maybe that's what they were saying. They were
yeah,
just trying to exaggerate it. Like this wasn't that big of a deal that he signed. It is a big deal. So okay.
yeah, I mean, yeah, because now at this point in time, they would have to request an interview through the organization of the Chargers to even get that interview.
Hmm.
And then they would have to let him have that interview now, which I don't think he wants it
Right.
because he's pulled himself out of the fucking deal.
Yeah.
So I don't think he
Well,
gives
he's been pulling himself out of the Bills deal, for example, and other deals, and then it just seems weird that the Raiders are announcing that they're meeting Davis Webb again, bringing Clint Kubiak again, and all this other stuff that's Dable and stuff that he got the hint that because it seems like he was really the only other team that he wanted to go to as a head coach was the Raiders, and once that fell through, which was just today, then he signed the con. Then he said, "Fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah, because think about it. Davo got 2 interviews within a week, and
Right.
Mike didn't get brought back at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like that's what I'm
He
saying.
never had no second
Back at
interview.
all. Nope.
He's too far away from McDaniel or excuse me, Tom Brady now.
They're
I'm
also
just
going to
kidding.
be
I'm
bringing in.
just kidding.
They're going to be bringing in Vance Joseph here tomorrow or
Oh,
Wednesday. So he'll
are
be back.
they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he'll be back for another
How did I
interview.
miss
So
that?
Vance Joseph will be back here on I think it might have said Wednesday, Thursday, but Vance Joseph will have his next interview. Then they're gonna have fucking Clint Kubiak by there going on there. I've heard that Nate Schillhouse is on there for the interview too. So I
I
don't know.
thought Showhouse got picked up. Oh
Uh,
no, it was just no. He
Wesley
just went to
Morgan,
another interview. That's
he's
right.
one of the top candidates supposedly
Yeah.
for the Browns, but I also heard the Raiders are going to interview him too. So I don't
Again,
know. You know,
we
I don't.
already have. We already have interviewed him.
Yeah, if they interviewed him, they're going to interview him again. They're going to bring him
Yeah.
back again.
Well, they're doing their due diligence. I like the sound of that, man. So,
I'd
I mean,
probably
if it
just,
doesn't happen this week, we don't hear this week, we hear, I mean, we're Raider fans. We're kind of used to this kind of shit, aren't we? We
I
should be.
mean, we don't have. It ain't going to kill us to wait till the end as long as we still have a
Yeah.
coach. That's what matters.
We've been waiting for like 25 years, man.
Yeah,
Another
the
week ain't
only
gonna
thing we
kill
don't
us.
want to do is wait 2 weeks and not have a coach. That
Yeah,
would
and then
be
nothing's left,
worst.
and then we pull it another Pete Carroll.
Oh fuck, I mean, you bring back Pete. You're like, oh, sorry, Pete, come on
No, I
back.
mean another Pete Carroll deal. Yeah. Oh, and that'd be worse. Oh, we shit. It was some other guy we met.
Fuck, Pete, we fucked this one up, man. We were trying to fire the other Pete, not you, man. Fucking those coaching interviews were fake. You don't listen to the public. You know they're crazy. That's AI. That's AI, man. They can trick anything these days. You know, like fucking. That's exactly what I mean. We'll be right there, guaranteed. But
Oh man.
I don't know. All we can do is just wait for tomorrow's news, man, and re-talk about it again. So
Well, that's what we do. That's what we do as Raider fans, man.
facts.
Just keep waiting and waiting and waiting, man. It's kind of exciting,
I
in a
mean, I think
way.
about it. I agree with you because what if we already know our coach and then we got to say we're done? We're not even talking about the Raiders for fucking months later. I mean, I'm
No
cool.
shit. What are we gonna have to talk about?
Yeah, I am.
Future. We talk about future free agent possibilities.
I hate
It's,
that shit. There's just too
what
many
what
things
what's what
about it.
what's this staff? Well, who do you think they're looking for? What kind of players they looking for? We can still speculate about shit.
Hell
That's what
yeah,
we talk about.
that's what I'm hoping.
Who and then we're gonna be talking about everybody's gonna be doing mock drafts. With the new coaching staff. As soon as we get our coaching staff, mock drafts are gonna be going out like crazy, which are just ridiculous, but they will be. So
You know,
there's
Webb's
always
in the
something to
running
talk
for the
about.
Bills job too, so we can't
Who?
count that
What?
out either.
Who?
Davis Webb's in the running for the Bills job.
Yes, yes, he is. Yeah.
Clint has been in all kinds of interviews this month, and they've played in the Super Bowl. Can't be that distracting. Hey, I mean, whatever
Well,
they
I didn't
can do.
say it's distracting. I'm just saying it's taken away from his time. Well, I guess that is distracting. It absolutely is going to take away from some of his time because I'm sure these aren't 10-minute interviews. You so it's going to take time away from what he should be doing. Preparing. So it is a distraction, in my opinion,
And I
my
agree,
humble
Kubiak
opinion.
would be the best hire. I'm not going to argue that. I mean, I think he would most definitely be the best hire as a play caller for sure. Well, fuck, yeah. You have anything else you want to yap about, or
Not really that I want to yap about. Um, no.
all right?
Oh, hey, wait a minute. I got something. Uh, we didn't never go over and where is um shit. God damn it, Aussie been lately? But
Ozzy won't
we
probably be on until tomorrow or the following day.
Okay. Um.
He's in Australia. He's a day ahead of us.
Oh, that's yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just found out recently that, last week or so that he's still in. I thought I knew he was from Australia, but I didn't know he's still there. So
Yeah,
that's a
he's in
difference.
Australia, and then his wife works that how they do their times over there, and the way they work is way different than the way we do. So they've got all their. I mean, he'll be back on probably tomorrow or the next day. He usually finds it. I think he was probably doing his work this week on the computer. That's why he was on so many times that week. But I think for the most part, he's got to be with his woman and shit. Fucking. But outside of that. But if
Yeah,
you want to go over that
I
list,
was kind of thinking
we can
I
go over
was
it
kind
tomorrow because they'll all be on here. Plus, they
I
don't need.
I I already have a commitment for tomorrow evening.
Yeah. Well, we can do it. What,
Yeah,
Thursday?
I can do it Thursday. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll just do it Thursday because everybody will be here. They're all going to want to make their picks too.
yeah. Because I was kind of thinking, we should for the Super Bowl since we're so closely knotted up in our totals throughout the whole playoffs. Maybe we could pick our winner for the Super Bowl, and then each pick, what we think the scores are going to be for each team,
Hell yeah.
and then figure that into it since it's only one game, and, that could be the tiebreaker kind of is like, okay, who's closest to the total point or the points of the teams, like say it's 30 to 24, who somebody predicts 30 to 24, uh, who's closest to what they predict.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
we
know
do
I'm
that
out. I
Thursday
want
then.
the Broncos and Rams to try to get back in that bitch and lost both, so I know I'm done.
I know, and that Broncos thing too, man.
I mean, I
Oh
could have
yeah,
been
hey,
like
man,
the
you
super,
had to though. You had to. You're
like
taking
the
two
super
games
genius
behind.
if we
Yeah,
won.
yeah,
Fucking.
and it wasn't that far away from doing it either. So I mean,
I had the Seattle and the fucking Seattle and the Patriots in there. I just
I
picked. I
know,
had to pick the Broncos and them.
I know.
That's just how
Yeah,
that.
you just changed it to try to catch up. Because you're
Yeah,
only
but
yeah.
I
So
mean, fucking. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. So
hey,
that's
man,
part of life.
still, I mean, it's still close,
But
man.
your
It's still
idea,
close.
score for the rest of you guys is a great idea because give you the best determination of how you win, and they can't have the same score.
Yeah. So if I like, for example, if I say 30, New England 24, and Seattle 30, if it's like 25 to 21, you just do the points
Yeah,
to, you know, yeah,
yep.
and
They
add those
can't.
up, and
They just can't pick the
whoever
same
has the
score.
lowest score wins. You
Yep,
know,
they can't pick the same score on the same team. Can't do that.
that's the thing, man. We have to work that out. Is to figure out, if we have to write them down on an index card or something, and
Yeah, because they can't pick
bef-
the same
bef-
score with the same team. Sawyer Robinson would
yeah,
be badass, bro. I would take Sawyer Robinson to back up fucking Fernando. I think you would have a killer fucking quarterback class or room because fucking Sawyer Robinson's just like fucking Fernando, like just as fucking tall, big. I mean, he does, and he got an arm like a motherfucker, man. He's just not like Fernando in the pocket. That's the only difference. Like he is not Fernando in that pocket, but boy, that guy got an arm like a motherfucker. That's for sure. So I threw dude threw some big yardage, man, for damn sure. But either way, we're gonna hop off, dude, and then
yeah. I
I'm gonna
already
give a
know my
shout
score prediction. I'm not going to say it
out.
though. I already
Uh,
know my score
yeah,
prediction.
save it, write it down so you don't forget it, man. And
I
then
already know it, man.
I don't know what I'm gonna pick, man. I don't know. That's a tough one because that's Seattle and Patriots. Part of me feels like Seattle's gonna win that motherfucker, man. But
See, I just wrote it down, man.
yeah,
We're going to go on the trust thing. If somebody else says my score, I'm still saying, hey, that's I said it first. I'm
I
saying
mean,
it.
if
So,
you wrote it down, that's
yeah,
fine. You got it right here on the live, so we can prove it.
yeah.
It's recorded already.
Yep, I already have it.
Yep. So if somebody has to pick it, then they got to change it. I think that'll
Got my
be.
score.
I think it'll be like I said. I don't know. That'll be a damn good game.
I,
But
I think it's.
outside of that, if you want to give a shout out before we bounce out, and then we can
Do you
bounce out.
mind? I would love to give a shout out. I'm going to be on another show tomorrow night. I don't think the times are going to collide with this show here, but I'm not telling you not to watch this show if the shows collide. But I'm just
Dude,
saying, sometimes check out. Do you mind if I say it?
say whatever you want, man. I have no problem.
I also am on another show sometimes called Raiders underscore football. And if you don't check it out tomorrow, just check it out some other time because I know you all love Dustin, and I don't want to pull you away from Dustin's channel. But some other, he's on, throughout the week. Doesn't have a set schedule yet. He just got a new job, so he's trying to work that out. But just look up Raiders underscore football and check out a show. Send him a subscribe and a like. He's just starting out, so I mean, uh, show him some love. He's a really good Raider fan, big Raider fan, and a fairly new podcaster. So show him some love.
Hell yeah. Like I always say, go support everybody, man. Like if you're here, you're here. If you're there, you're there. I mean, that's how it works. I mean, we all do our deals. I go live multiple times throughout the week. So I know other people don't. So it's just how it works. Everybody can go everywhere. And like I said, go support them, give them a follow them. If I had the link, I'd post it right now. I just don't have the link. If somebody has the link and they can
Yeah,
post it, they're more than
yeah.
welcome to post it in there.
I have no idea how to do that. So I can't do it on live anyway.
All right. Well, outside of that, man, I appreciate all of you guys being here, man. You said Sacktown is that dude from Alabama? Are you from Alabama?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yours. Yeah, yeah. You were on in his chat earlier tonight. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. We were
Fair
both
game.
we were both in his chat earlier tonight. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Like I said, dude, we'll do scores tomorrow or Thursday. I mean, if he's on the other deal tomorrow, we'll probably most definitely still be live. But if he comes on
Yeah.
later or maybe however that goes, we could either do it tomorrow or the following. But we could all take scores down of everybody in the chat in there or not. Like, I think that's cool all the
Oh
time.
yeah, man.
I
Shit,
mean, hell, I'd even be willing to
I got a
do
big ass notebook, man. I can take down everybody's
I
predictions.
even be willing to do like $25 gift card or giveaway for the chat. Just pick out the score and the team. Nobody can have the same score at all.
That's gonna be hard if we get a
Uh,
bunch of people.
Hell no, it ain't that hard. I can monitor it through the chat. I can back up the chat. That's nothing.
Okay,
We would just have
as
to
long as
go to
you,
the very
as
first
long as you know how to do it.
Yeah, we would just have a certain time and just write all their names down. That's all we'd have to do. I don't think it'd be that difficult. Fucking write their names down the same. I mean, it'd give them incentive to.
So if the next one comes up, it's already got a score that I already have written down. You'd say no, you can't have that one.
Yep, I would tell them
Okay,
got to put out
that's
a new score.
yeah.
Plain simple.
Okay,
Whoever got
got
it
it.
first come, first serve. That's just how it works. If it comes up in the chat first, that's who gets it first. There won't be no, oh, I said the same thing. Well, it's whoever's pops up first will be that score. And then if somebody else sees it, they'll have to change it. That's just how we'll do it. But I mean, shit, that'd be cool. I mean, hell, if you got 20, 30 people in there looking at it, that'd be pretty damn cool. So,
Yeah, yeah. I'll be
yeah, it's
second.
free.
I know
It's
you're
free.
first. You're the host, but I'll take second spot.
Yeah, it'll be free. So who gives a shit, you know?
Yeah, it's free. I'll be second pick. Already got mine written down. I know what I do.
uh,
I'm
facts.
stuck on it, man. I just felt it, man. I just felt it.
Hey, that's what matters, dude. I mean, that's how it works. I don't feel it yet. That's why I'm not saying it yet. So I don't feel it yet. So I gotta wait till something comes
Oh
together to
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, hey, I got this one.
Tragedy, man.
Yep. Fucking if I didn't
Oh,
have
it's
faith in
fun.
them Panthers and shit in the beginning, I wouldn't be behind. But I tried to give faith to teams that should have had it, but
Yeah.
they just didn't
Well, shit.
they just
You're
didn't get it
only.
done, man.
I mean, well, after last week, because it was 5-7. I think now you're 6-9.
I made up my second week. I just lost in my first week. That's what
I
happened.
know that. Yeah, your first week was yeah, that was when you were going all
Yep, I went with the Panthers to
bit
knock out
crazy picks and shit.
yeah, I went Panthers to beat the Rams, which they almost
Yep.
did. And then fucking I picked another team that almost beat them too. But almost
I mean,
almost you know?
the playoffs were so fucking close, man. There was no really wrong pick to make, man. As it turns out,
I mean,
I
they were
mean,
all good games. They were all
yeah,
competitive. They were all close
exactly.
together. I mean,
All
I
well, the
think it
first
worked out
week
pretty
there
well.
was the first week there was no team that ever led another team by more than one score throughout the whole first 6 games. I mean, it was always within one score the whole fucking game. So I mean, that's pretty insane.
Somebody sent me a deal and told me to go look up you know how they put out that picture with how they put out the picture with the Super Bowl and the colors and everything, and everybody's like, "Oh, you can guess who's going to be the teams in San Francisco." You remember how they do that?
I'm not sure what you're
Haven't
talking
you
about.
heard like most people pick the NFL team due to the colors of the logo of the Super Bowl that year?
What are the colors of the Super Bowl this
They're
year?
in San Francisco, and then they got like the green, all these. They got a bunch of colors, and it's like teal, all this stuff. But I don't know if you remember that they put out a picture of the players all looking at the Lombardi for the
Uh-huh.
deal. They had all the players in there. Somebody told me go look at it. They got fucking the Patriots and Seahawks all the way up in the front of the pile. I think someone photoshopped that, but I'd love to see if it's true. I'd love to go to the page and see if I can pull back up that picture and then
That's
zoom into
fucking
the very front of it, because they said if you zoom into the very front of the picture, it shows the Patriots and the Seahawks looking at the Lombardi out of all the teams. And then something
uh,
that I was looking at when they said that, and I was looking at the picture, and then I'm like, they literally have the Panthers up front, all these deals, and I'm thinking like, I think someone straight edited that shit, put it on there, and then
yeah.
are trying to say, but
Well,
I would
maybe,
love to see the team or that picture if that's true,
well,
like the
yeah. Well,
original.
maybe they made a picture for every combination that could possibly happen, and now that's the one they're regenerating.
Oh, I think someone probably edited it, because I was looking at it. I was like, you can see you had the Rams, you had the Panthers, like you had all the Jacksonville, like they were all on the line up in the front. Like it went from the shitty ass teams to the good. They had Green Bay, they had fucking the Bears, like, and I'm sitting there thinking about it, and I'm like, nah, dude, someone straight edited this shit. Like, there ain't no way. That's the picture that came out right here. And like you just said, you can regenerate that shit easily, dude. Like
Yeah.
you got files nowadays on the computer, you can run that motherfucker through and have 10 billion different combinations of that picture. So,
Exactly. And with AI nowadays,
oh, it's
fuck, you can
easy.
do any
You
fucking
can
thing
even
you
put
want to, man.
you
You
can
know
in
how to run that shit.
AI, you can tell it what to put in there. You can tell it how to do it,
Yeah.
where to put it, and what to do.
I mean, look at all the videos, the short videos and shit they have on YouTube and stuff that can't be real, like dogs that are 20 foot tall and shit, and but it looks fucking real as shit, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Don't watch them Anaconda fucking deals on that shit, because that shit'll weird you the fuck out, dude. I mean, I'm
I
not
want to
even.
see that new Anaconda movie with Jack Black.
That shit's actually a movie. I watched that shit. That shit was funny as hell. But I hate watching AI videos with anacondas, or fucking like the green anaconda is one of the biggest snakes in the world, and they'll be
Yeah.
showing pictures of this motherfucker crossing the road. And you're just thinking like, God damn, is that real or what, dude? Like, I ain't even fucking around. And then you see fucking snake coming off the side of a fucking jungle mountain into the water, dude. And I'm like, yeah, fuck. I'd be
I'm
like,
out.
if that fucking snake just came out of that deal, I'm hopping on the next fucking. No, hell no. I'm out, bro. Like, I'm out. Like, they're not even fucking. I'm out of the country, bro. Like, I'm leaving the country. Like, literally. If I'm in a motherfucker where shit that big, I'm cool. I'm absolutely cool. Motherfucking anaconda rolling down the fucking road. Farmers catch it to cut out a farmer in it. Fucking
Fucking
crazy.
fucking cows inside them and shit.
Hey, dude, some of these fucking villages are crazy as fuck. They'll attack those snakes like nothing, dude. Like they don't give a fuck. And I'm dead ass serious. I watch videos that are real fucking videos that are not AI, where they are cutting out farmers from them motherfucking snakes, dude. I'm like, yeah, you gotta be absolutely fucking kidding me, dude. Like, and you're right. They do get cows, water buffalo, like they get all kind of shit up in that bitch, dude. And I'm just like, yep, not me. You imagine you're fucking just sleeping over there, fucking snake eats you. Good night, bitch. Sleep
Yeah,
tight.
it's not like they're noisy or anything, man.
That's
They
this
fucking
big,
sneak right
bro.
up on
When
your
you
ass.
like a snake that's this fucking big. I don't even my fucking snake that big. I'm fucking cool. I'll chop that fucker's head off with a shovel. And you're talking about one as long as my fucking room, maybe my house. Yeah, you are
Yeah.
crazy. That's why I've said I don't even get in the
You need
ocean.
a fucking chainsaw to cut that head off, man.
Oh fuck! I'm not even trying to go to war with that bitch. My car couldn't even hit that motherfucker. I'm out. I'm leaving.
Okay, this is your spot. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I've said it, dude. If I run into a country that got spiders bigger than my fucking hand, I'm the fuck out of that country. If I
Don't go
run,
to Australia, man.
I don't go in the ocean because I don't fuck around with sharks, dude. Like I'm not
Sharks, yeah.
like, hey, I will hunt a bear, I will hunt a mountain lion, I will hunt any fucking animal on this earth, including a human if I had to. I will fucking, but I am not fucking hopping in the ocean. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm not even trying to fuck around with no sharks, dude. I'm cool on that shit.
I ran into a bear when when I go camping up in the mountains. I'm by myself, or with whoever I'm with, and but I don't go in campgrounds. I camp by myself. It's about 8,000 feet up in California where I
Hell yeah.
camp at, and the bears are up there pretty good. Mountain lions too. Never ran into a mountain lion, but I ran into a couple bears. I had one in my campground one night, and all I had was a 357 with 38 rounds in it. And this motherfucking it was a brown bear, but it was pure black. Some brown bears or black bears are actually black. Most of them were brown. This black bear was black, black. He stood up on me about 10 feet from me and haunched up and did one of these things at me about 10 feet in front of me. I'm holding this fucking 33 with 38 rounds in it going. Jeez, they were target practice rounds too. They were wad cutters, so it wasn't even real, well, and then I ended up chasing them off, and then I threw a can of chunky soup at them, and I found it the next day ripped open with nothing inside of it, but and scratch marks around the tent, lick marks around on the windows of the SUV and shit like that. I from now on, I take my AK up there.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that. I'm gonna take my AK up there. I got 30 rounds, man.
Yeah, I ain't afraid of no fucking bear. I ain't afraid of no bear. I ain't afraid of no mountain lion. I'll fucking put that motherfucker on my wall. You can bet that, dude. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've just
You
said
know, you
there's
can't, out here you can't shoot them, man, unless
no.
they're threatening your life, or you have to pay for the bear,
Well, dude,
basically.
when we were in California like 10 years ago, they
Well, unless you got a
outlawed.
hunting license.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't even run dogs on bear in California no
Yeah.
more. Fucking no hunting with dogs.
Mm-hmm.
We used to hunt
Right.
them.
No, running them up trees to where they're defenseless. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, and the reason they did that shit because a lot of them dudes were running GPS on their dogs, and then they would fucking send their dogs out after these bears, tree them, and then they would have GPS pinpoint that's like, well, they're right over the
Right.
side of the mountain.
Yeah.
Just fuck.
Exactly. That's not hunting.
The way that we did it was is you usually hooked up a fucking deal inside your pickup truck, and then you had this little fucking like little satellite deal you just hold, dude, and then it's hooked up in your car to your radio, and then you have two frequencies if they're like fucking 10 miles out. So basically, if you put it on within 5 miles and you get a real weak pulse, poop,
Uh huh.
poop, then you know those dogs are farther than 5 miles. So you'll flip your
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
you'll flip your deal and then you'll get your boop, 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 boop. Like
Yeah.
you'll
Just
you'll
follow the
start
sound. Yeah.
targeting Yeah, and then you'll know, okay, they're out there about 15 miles, anywhere between 15 and 10 miles, but you can tell most definitely by the pulse. And a lot of times, well, the reason that would be, it ain't because the motherfucker caught a bear, it's because they fucking are chasing a fucking deer. And them motherfuckers are just running fucking straight through the mountain right there. More
Mm-hmm.
times than not, I've said it, mountain lions don't run to run. Like they run about 75 yards, dude, maybe 120 yards. They look to tree. And then the first thing they try to do is hop fucking tree because dogs can't scent in the air like that. So more times than not, if mountain lion's smart, it'll run up that motherfucker and hop over fucking tree and then
Oh,
come
son
down
of a
on the
bitch,
other
man.
side and take the fuck off. And more times than not, we can't get there in time because of where they're at. So we got to get through the fucking mountains before we can more times than not get an eye on them. Bear, more times than not, they just go straight up and then they're there with the dog. So the dog just sitting underneath them the whole fucking time. But that's why I said those.
Well, it's like train a coon or something, the old coon hounds and shit.
That's
Same
how we,
theory.
that's how we started. That's what we would do with all our pups, everything. Go down there into
Mm-hmm.
fucking Redding, go down there into the river, fucking,
Mm-hmm.
and go into Cottonwood or anywhere in there. We would
Mm-hmm.
run those fucking dry riverbanks all the time. We would hunt boar. We would hunt raccoon. We hunted all over that motherfucker, dude. I mean, we did all kind of shit. And then we would go to the mountains, hunt bear and fucking mountain lion. And then,
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun doing that when we were young, but you can't do that shit no more. And even up here, they're protected to an extent too. So in Oregon, you can't do that shit here either. So there's no law that says I can't track it. I can go track a fucking bear all I want with my dogs. I can
Mm-hmm.
track that motherfucker, tree him and everything. Just can't shoot
Mm-hmm.
him. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then if you get caught with your dogs down there, so say you tree that motherfucker, pull your dogs off, go run them back up, and then go get your gun and go down there, you're still gonna get your ass in trouble. So you're
Yeah.
not away with that one. Yeah, you'd have to leave there, take your dogs the fuck out of there, all the way, like out of there, and then come back, knowing that that bear
And
was.
by the time that time, the bear's gonna be out of the tree.
Yeah, and he'll be in that area. Don't get me. You'll know kind of where they're at, but I've always said the easiest way to find them, man. You don't got to cheat. Just go find the water source, man. Go put up cams on
Yep.
the water source, dude, and you'll see. Go around about 5 places in those mountains. You'll track every cat, every mountain lion, every fucking
Yeah.
bear because they got to find
Yeah.
water at some point. So all you
Yeah.
got to
And
do is find
basically first,
it out.
first light and before the sun goes down, that's when they're gonna be at the rivers and streams and shit.
Yeah, mountain lions don't try to overpack each other unless they're cubs of mothers, you know.
Yeah.
So
They're solitary. Yeah.
yeah, more
Wolves.
times than not, they run a 75-mile radius. So one cat
Yep.
can run
Yeah.
somewhere around a 75-mile radius, and then they try to
Right.
stay intertwined when
Mhm.
in the circles like that, but they don't ever try to
Mhm.
overlap their territory unless the
Yeah,
mother.
they're very territorial. They mark their territory. They
Yep,
spray their territory.
they don't try to run over like that. So, like I've said, if you more times than not catch them in cam with multiples, it's because it's probably their cubs at one point, and they'll run with them
Yeah.
till they're adults too. I mean, you'll see
Yep.
them with them till they're fucking adults. So, I
Yep.
mean, like I said, in California, captures a lot, and they bring them right here. So they bring them right here and release them right on this fucking deal. And
Huh.
look, mountain lions are more obvious than people really realize, man. If more people went into the mountains and paid attention in the trees, you'd see cats just
Hmm.
chilling all the time. Like cats, the
I've
reason
seen
people
I've seen them where I go just from a distance, but I've seen them. Yeah.
people like they just are too oblivion to just staring forward these days. When you're going down somewhere with people, you're just mobbing in a straight deal. If you were to go up on mountain sides and look down into canyons and look for rock
Mhm.
beds that are out in the fucking open sun, you'd be fucking watching mountain lion be laying right on
Oh,
that.
they'll be sunning themselves. Yeah.
Right. They'll just be right out on that bitch. And not only that, a lot of mountain lions like to crawl to tall places and fucking exert, dude. That's why I said in trees,
Right.
they'll be laying the fuck up there just chilling on a fucking branch, and you walk right under that motherfucker. Like you would never know it. You would never know, dude. Like cats are very quiet and they fucking mind their own. Like they're
Hmm.
pretty cool little deals. But either way, like I said, anyways, it's getting late. So if do you have anything else you want to talk about or
No, just salute to the chat, like you said before.
Oh
Salute to
yeah,
the chat for hanging with us, and hope we entertained you. And we'll see you guys on the next show. I know said he's going to be on here tomorrow night, so make
yeah.
sure to
Well,
tune back in tomorrow night. You know, the same bat time, same bat channel, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know, Dustin's going to be there. He's on time every time. He's fucking like he's like fucking I don't know, UPS, or I don't know. He's on time every time. Well, whoever's on time, I don't know. That's Dustin.
hey, we try to make sure, man, that we're always there. Freaking. But like I said, it'll depend. If we have something to talk about, we'll be there. If we don't have nothing to talk, I mean, everybody knows me. I don't just try to talk to talk. So if we got content, we'll talk it. If we don't, then we'll just keep waiting like the rest of them. So we could only talk about the guy so many times until it just gets to be repeating itself. And I absolutely hate that. So, and again, maybe we'll bring up coaches, maybe we'll bring up fucking rosters. I have no idea, but we'll see. But outside of that, I really do appreciate you guys. Really appreciate all you guys showing up, man. Appreciate all you guys commenting in the comments, man. Salute to Mitch. Salute to Raider Nation 510. Salute to Frank, man. Salute to Raiders Down Under, man. Salute to all you guys. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate your comments, man. Salute to the Lucky Raider. Like I say, I really do appreciate all the conversations going back. Salute to Raiders Unleashed, man. Really do appreciate it. Salute to
Yeah, Rebel.
Kadum. Salute to all you guys, man. Appreciate you coming in here and conversating for a while. And salute to Alka, man. I mean, really do appreciate all you guys. So Lou Will, I mean, appreciate you. Like I said, appreciate all you guys. I
I
wish
kind
I
of
did.
saw a couple new names in there too, so appreciate those guys too.
Yeah, Marquise Brown, really appreciate it. BK08, appreciate it.
Tell a friend, tell a friend.
RYU Ken, appreciate it. STVM, MRTNZ, appreciate it. Like I said, a bunch of you guys, man. Frickin' WDGZ Killer, appreciate it. I'm not Bruno, appreciate it. J Cheese, man. I mean, goddamn, I'm gonna sit here for a minute. I'm not gonna go through everybody, but I really do appreciate all you guys, man. Really do. So, like I said, we'll catch up either tomorrow or the following day, but we will be back here within the next few days. So, outside of that, I hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. And Raider Nation for life, baby. We'll catch you on the next one.
Good night, everybody.